Can you get him back?
I ain't never heard. Shut. Now.
So much noise, man. Hello. What's up, Cowboys face? Cowboys abroad. You Dak apologist.
I know.
What's up, though, Cowboys abroad? What's going on, man? Just ain't no sandwiches in front of me right now. Why are you whispering? So?
Stop it, Mama. Stop doing this.
It is tough.
Stop.
It's really tough. Y'all gonna get out of here with that. That's what y'all gonna do, man.
It's on my ear.
Yo, come on, man. Tough loss. Yeah, it was. What's up, Boomer Sooner? Didn't Oklahoma lose, Boomer Sooner? I think they lost. I was going every one. What a hangover. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it, Rob. Man. It was a tough one. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. What a great Dallas Cowboys life. It's just sometimes you just gotta shake your head and don't know what to say. I can't get Jason Garrett commercials. You just gotta shake your head and just blah. It ain't nothing you can say or nothing you can do. It is what it is. Garrett not going for it on fourth down. No, I can't get Jason Garrett's comment. Or a long 1 yard. What else? What else is his trash ass? He know what to say because he's terrible. A long 1 yard. No, sir. It's 1 yard. It's not longer than a second and one. It's a long 1 yard when you're scared to do it. Look at you. I'm laughing at you. Just horrible. We should have gone for. He said it's a long 1 yard. It's not longer than second and one. It's not longer than third and one. It's long when you're scared to do it. All this noise on this phone. It's long when you're scared to do it. That's when it's long. Zeke was hurt. Yep, and when we ain't got Zeke, you see Dak how bad he really is. You see how bad Dak Prescott is when we ain't got Zeke. When we ain't got Zeke the freak. You see how bad he really is. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I don't even know where to start. I'm just waiting on football news to get on here. I don't know where to start. We've converted 18 out of 19 fourth down conversions. It's just crazy. Just shaking my head. Couldn't hear the end of work. Yeah, defense earned their shot. Oh, my boy's still at work. My boy's still at work, man. Damn, brother. I didn't know you were still at work. I didn't know you were still there. Hey, Cowboys abroad. Nah, man. The defense didn't do shit. Y'all looking at certain plays and they got a couple of stops. They gave up over 400 yards yesterday. I repeat, they gave up over 400 yards yesterday. Y'all saw a couple of splash plays and just got overexcited. Go back and watch that game. Go back and watch that game.
They only scored one touchdown the entire game. We had two drives back to back that ended in 2 field goals.
They gave up over 400 yards yesterday.
Red zone defense was on fire, though.
When we needed them to be on fire, they wasn't. When we needed them to be, when you're in the red zone, you ain't got to cover much. But out in coverage, trash.
They were on the field for 37 minutes, tired, gassed.
That's their fault. They should have got off the field. They should have got a 3 and out.
So for what? So the offense go 3 and out again?
Defense played well. No, they did okay. Let's not go overboard. They gave up over 400 yards. Got to pay attention to stuff like that. And why are you still at work? Why are you not at home? Feet kicked up, relax, shoes off.
Who's he talking to?
I'm talking to Dallas Cowboy football news.
I'm about 30 minutes away from home. Home is where you get naked, or excuse me, home is where you make it.
Oh boy. Whoopsie. Cowboys abroad, we got to stop doing that. That's still not an excuse. All it takes is one. And we gave up 2 touchdowns, but all it took them was a field goal to win. See, you're missing the point. Yeah, we only gave up 2 touchdowns. That's not the point. The point is time of possession. They was out there very long. They couldn't get off the field. They were blowing coverages left and right. I look at the small details. That's what I do. That's how I judge. That's how I judge. You got to hold quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks like Deshaun Watson with a big arm to a very minimum. Very, very minimum. Like Detroit held Tom Brady to 130 yards and they beat him. That's what you got to do to those type of quarterbacks. You got to hold them to a very minimum. And we didn't hold Deshaun Watson. Yeah, they only got 2 touchdowns because our red zone defense, when you ain't got to cover for real, when everybody is bunched up, they made some stops. TDs is what mattered. No, it's not. Come on, Cowboys abroad. You know better, man. You know better. TDs didn't matter. Hey, he is coming in. TDs didn't matter when Mason Crosby beat us in the playoff game last year. Then it was a field goal that mattered. Jerry said we need a number 1 receiver. Fuck Jerry. Jerry's a piece of shit. He's just talking big game. He don't mean that, man. He had one. He got rid of him. They went after Sammy Watkins, but didn't want to pay him. Let me turn on this Redskins game real quick. Who was that? Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Mark Ingram. Y'all do understand without Zeke, we ain't shit. Without Ezekiel Elliott, Dallas Cowboys ain't shit.
Nope. Without Zeke don't get this shit going, it's a long day for everybody.
If Zeke ain't cooking, we ain't cooking. If Zeke ain't cooking, Dak Prescott ain't doing nothing. That's just the way it is. Clowney said the same thing every other team said. Oh, we're going to stop Zeke. We going to stop Zeke. We'll let Dak get his one-on-one with receivers. We trust our cornerbacks to be one-on-one. We ain't worried about Prescott. And we downstream ain't worried about these trash receivers. Jeff Swain was our leading guy last night in yards. Jeff Swain. We bought in a shipment of receivers this offseason and said we were going to be better because we were going to spread the ball around. Hot diggity damn.
Hot diggity damn.
Hot diggity damn. Hot diggity damn. I hope everybody has seen. What was that? Who is that?
Hey, Bob.
Fifth quarter Cowboys. This is DC Fan 99 joining our conversation tonight, talking about the Houston games and probably the season. Probably some debates. Thank you for joining us, DC Fan 99.
Ain't nothing like a good nut.
Okay. So yeah, DC.
One
Fan
second. Crap, my wife's calling.
What did you think of the game last night?
Goddamn, everything just went wrong, especially as far as coaching staff went. And I'm so fucking sick of how they're trying to utilize Dak Prescott, a dual threat quarterback, into a pocket passing sort of offense. And they're like, here, go out there and look like Tony Romo. That's not how it fucking works. And it's not just that. You could put in literally any other dual threat QB, like Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, and you'll get the same result. So they're not playing Dak Prescott to his strengths, to where, he's supposed to be. And they need to adjust.
So, what they're asking Prescott to do, you don't think any other quarterback can get in there and do that? Any dual threat quarterback? You mean dual threat? Explain what you mean by dual threat.
Dual threat, like a quarterback who can beat you with their arm and their legs.
So you think Dak can beat people with his arm?
He can, but he needs more time in the pocket. He needs an actual downfield threat, and we just need somebody in this receiving core. Because the closest thing we have at the moment to a game changer would be Tavon Austin, and he's the kind of guy who can make like 2, maybe 3 plays in a game.
Okay. Football news. What do you think about Dak being a dual threat? You think he's a dual threat?
It depends. I mean, we talk about giving Dak more time. The NFL average for a quarterback is 2.5 seconds. We're talking about grown athletes here, grown men. And their average time is 2.5 seconds from the time the ball's hiked, gets in their hand, and throws it to a wide receiver. Dak Prescott's average is 3.1 seconds in the National Football League. That is well above average. This offensive line, they have been, I wouldn't call them suspect. They have paved the way for Ezekiel Elliott to be the NFL leading rusher by, almost a whole game. The Pro Football Focus put out stats that out of 11 sacks, the offensive line is responsible for 2, which means Dak Prescott is running into sacks. As a dual threat, as running and passing, or
he said he could beat you with his legs and his arm.
Being utilized with the RPO and like read options and shit.
Absolutely, yeah. I think they did it like 2 times yesterday. Dak ran the ball 6 times for 34 yards yesterday, and there was 2 plays. It was direct snaps to Zach, and the offensive lineman running straight ahead. That ain't the RPO there, but they are utilizing Dak. I think what is Dak's record, like 9-1 if he has 7 or more carries. If he's going to RPO or something like that. So I see it, but because I think me and Crown J here, we had a debate the other day about using. I want Dak to run, and I think my Cowboys family was on the same boat with us. With me saying that, you're not wrong. I mean, if Dak needs to run, hell, run for your life, Dak. But when it comes to Dak throwing, Zeke has to get going. Zeke had 20 attempts for 54 yards yesterday. They shut Zeke down. You go back to what Landon Collins said with the Giants. You shut down Zeke, which the Giants couldn't, but you shut down Zeke, you put the ball in Dak's hands, and that gives us a better chance of winning. He was not lying. And yesterday, that's exactly what the Houston Texans did to Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Robert Ramirez says Tyrone couldn't block Clowney at all. He's been having problems with Watt. I think they did a pretty good job. Zach and Collins contained mostly all night. Just one hit he took was like, damn. Yeah. My thing is with Prescott. I've seen Dak have time. Dak had time enough to throw Rico a touchdown in the end zone. He overthrew him. I've seen Dak have plenty enough time to throw when he's not even under pressure, and the ball will sail or either he'll drop. Not saying that he can't make those passes, sometimes, but the consistency isn't there for me. Like last night, like the confidence is like I'm just not confident in him when it comes to winning a game with the package that we have and with his ability, with the receivers we have and Dak Prescott, in my opinion, limited ability. I just don't see us winning many games, and the coaching, Garrett is not confident in it, man, because Garrett said he wanted his defense to go out there, get another stop, and try to kick a field goal and win on a guy who had already hit on a offense that had already hit us for 400 and some yards. At the point when Garrett said that, he had more trust in his defense stopping and Maher kicking the field goal than Dak Prescott and his offensive line, who he said is built to run to get us 1 yard. So he trusted his defense against an offense that's been cooking all night. You could say 2 touchdowns, don't matter. They had over 400 and some yards, and they had you trust them to run this whole field with this offense, and who's already been winning time of possession more than you trust your offensive line, who's built for the run, Prescott and Zeke, for 1 yard. So that shows you how much confidence Garrett had in him with 1 yard. He said it's a long 1 yard. It's the same 1 yard as it is on third down or second down. It's just he didn't have confidence in him, and he was scared. He was scared you can't be scared to lose. That's Garrett's problem. You've been losing your whole career. Don't be scared now. You've been losing your whole career, basically. And it's just hard for me to see success with Ezekiel Elliott having, big games. It's hard to see success without Zeke having big games, and he's banged up right now. And I don't even know how, where he would be when it comes to this Jacksonville game. So I guess my next question would be, what's your opinion on Garrett not going for it on fourth and 1?
I questioned the shit out of it. I was like, if you give the ball back to Houston, man, this defense, they can only bail you out for so long. And Scott Linehan, he relies so fucking much for the defense to bail him out.
Yeah.
But they can only bail his sorry ass out for so many times.
Right.
And that showed last night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. You're right. I mean, this defense, they gave us so many chances. I mean, they got it out the mud. Deshaun Watson, he had big plays on him. They couldn't get to him. And everybody was telling me that the Texans line was trash. We couldn't get nothing last night. Randy Gregory really disappointed me at this point. I've been preaching about this guy all off season. We couldn't get nothing, and we gave Linehan so many stops, so many second opportunities to get out there and make something happen. And I do agree when you talk about it, utilize Dak at what he's good for, because in my opinion, I'd rather see him run the ball and get 4-5 yards than throw an incomplete pass or an interception. Like I just, every time he throws the ball, I'm wondering if his interception is coming, and I hate that feeling. So I'd rather him run. If I told them when we played the Panthers, the way Dak was inaccurate, I said, if you constantly see your quarterback struggling in the passing game, put the ball on the ground. Now that's what RPO might work, because everybody is going to sell out to beat. They all selling out to beat Zeke. They don't care what goes on behind them. Look at our receiver core. Ain't much going to happen. Ain't much going to happen back there. You'll get 7, 8, 9 yards, or you'll have that one big play like we got for Tavon, but it's just not consistent enough. We get those plays every other game. Every other game we'll get something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. It's just not clicking. It's not clicking for us, I swear. It's just not clicking,
Yeah.
and I don't understand.
Yeah, and they have Kellen Moore as his quarterback coach, who is a pocket passer. what the fuck is Kellen Moore going to teach Dak Prescott? Has he ever ran the RPO or the read option?
No.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Football news, man. 4th and 1, bro. Garrett is. How you feel about Garrett? Would rather have the ball. He risks putting the defense out there, hoping they can get a stop. He didn't say to get a stop to score a touchdown. He said get a stop to kick a field goal. So does he have more confidence in Maher than Dak?
Everyone's stuck on the 4th and 1, but I'm stuck on that 3rd and 1. Before we even got to the 4th and 1, I'm still stuck there. They put Beasley as a running back, and they put Ezekiel Elliott as a fullback. Number one, you got to tighten that shit up and run the ball. You got big-ass Rico there. You got Jeff Swaim, who's one of the best blocking tight ends on our football team. And you have Blake Jarwin, who is, right underneath Jeff Swaim, in my opinion, when it comes to blocking. Tighten that shit up, run I formation, and pound it down their damn throats. Why? Who's really going to believe Beasley's getting that ball right there? Nobody. That is where that was that 3rd and 1. And then, a lot of people have been getting on me about being on Dak, but last year it was the coaches' show for me. Like, these coaches are trash. I'm not going to repeat myself. I got 32 videos on YouTube talking about how bad these coaches suck, and some. Now my focus is on Dak Prescott. And if your head coach and Scott Linehan, you want to talk about trust. I don't even trust them. And again, I already talked about these head coaches. I already talked about Linehan. Ron Malinelli's cool. That's my dude. But Linehan, the 3rd and 1 call was fucking stupid. And then let's go back before the 4th quarter even struck double zeros. You got the ball back with 4 minutes to go. There's a thing called a 4-minute offense in the National Football League. And they couldn't even run a 4-minute drill. They ate up 8 minutes in the 4th quarter last week against the Detroit Lions, but they can't eat up 4 fucking minutes against the Houston Texans. Come on.
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, I'm hearing everything you're saying. I'm agreeing with you because at this point, it's either play to Dak abilities, which is, in my opinion, is very small, or lose every game. Because Dak is clearly not what the Cowboys want him to be. They want him to be a gunslinger. He's not a gunslinger. Will he ever be a gunslinger? I really doubt it. But I just don't understand. And DC fan 99, I saw you commented on Football News video, and so let me ask you this: do you give Prescott any blame from last night?
Oh, yeah, he definitely deserves a majority of the blame. But what I'm saying is you would see a hell of a lot more consistency out of him and even his throws if you utilize him correctly and you give him some people to throw to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you right there. But see, and I promise you, I agree 100%. But like I say, my thing is, when they give him what they give him, he has to just work with what he got. If they don't call an RPO and they want you to throw the ball on an out route or a check down and the receiver is open, as a third-year quarterback who won Rookie of the Year, you can't overthrow that guy. That was a bum mistake. Like you can't do that. Like and another thing, it's your 3rd year. You won Rookie of the Year. Talk to your coaches, man. It's not about second guessing. Like he still doesn't feel like he have the power or the seniority to go to tell Garrett or Linehan when there's something he don't like. Like last night after the game, he said he would have went for it on 4th and 1, but he's not gonna question the coaches. Well, that's not questioning your coaches, man. That's you wanting to win the game. You know what I'm saying? And he has to step up if you want to win. You can't stay quiet. Like if you wanted to go for it, then you should have told Garrett or Linehan, like, hey man, let's go for it. Like I got trust in his offensive line. I got trust in myself. I got trust in 21. It's 4th and 1. It's overtime. This is where the bread and butter comes. This is where you make your money. So if you want to go for it, then go for it. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Not much, bro. Not much. Just doing the recap of this game, man. Let me ask you, man. Now that the day has passed, do you still feel the same about that 4th and 1?
And now that the smoke is clear and all the dust has settled, I've still got mixed emotions. It's kind of hard to really pinpoint it, what they were trying to do. I think they were looking at the defense, how they were playing, and I think they thought that the defense would stop them. See, now if you go back and look, the defense they were playing good red zone defense. Good red zone defense. There's a difference between red zone defense and being on defense on the 50-yard line. Red zone defense is a shorter space. If you've been on the field and played defense before, you would understand. It's a shorter space. It's a shorter field to cover. It's easier for cornerbacks to man up on a guy because you're not really going anywhere. It's easy for linebackers to read plays, which we did a good job. I'm not knocking that. I think that they took that and ran with it. They thought, well, we'll stop them and get the ball back. And it didn't happen. They ate us up. They ate us alive in the passing game. It looked, like I said yesterday, it looked like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana out there yesterday. We just played a better team. They were just better than us. And that's what we have to realize as Cowboy fans is we're just a team in transition. We got a lot of young guys. We're just not that good. We're just not better than the rest. And a lot of teams are more prepared. They have the right coaching staff. They have the right eye for talent. They have the right things in place to get themselves to victory. We don't. We just don't. And I just made a video not too long ago saying as long as Jerry Jones is that 2-3-headed monster, we're gonna always have problems. And I apologize to the Cowboy Nations, and I apologize to the younger fans that haven't seen a Super Bowl. I apologize for the Dallas Cowboys because that was probably the last time, as long as Jerry is still in charge, it's probably the last time that we're going to get a Super Bowl. And they've never experienced it. And we have, but they haven't. And it's sad that they came into the world of mediocre.
Yeah.
It's what Jerry, this is what makes him happy. If it wasn't all about mediocrity, mediocre, whatever the words you want to use, we would have some more playoff wins. We would have more talent. We would have better coaching. It just all goes. It is the foundation. Dak, we do not know how to develop players. We can't develop Dak. We're not good enough to develop Dak. That's why Dak is standing still. He's not getting better. He's not progressing. Zeke is able to get better because he just has that natural talent, natural ability. He's just he's just the best running back in the league. So I can't speak for him. And, maybe Martin and Fredericks and guys like that we probably can keep. But this team we're back to the drawing board. I'm not saying tank the season or anything like that, because we clearly could still have a chance because the NFC East is probably the worst division in the league because the Redskins are losing right now. So, but I don't want to, take all the time talking, but that's just how I felt about, the 4th and 1 thing. It's, I think that's what they were thinking, and it just didn't work. You can't be conservative in the damn overtime. It's okay to be conservative first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, but fourth quarter, overtime, there's no time. When you're losing or if it's tied, there's no room to be conservative. At least that's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah, when Stephen Jones takes over, we better pray to God that the apple falls very fucking far from the tree, because I can't deal with another 20, 30, 40 more years of losing. I can't fucking tolerate it.
Hell, I ain't got 30, 40 more years. Hell, I'm about to be 40 in a little bit. I mean, it's just you got the fans that's been here since so long, and then that's what I was talking about. It's the domino effect. It's like, come on, man, you gotta. And then another thing I said is Jerry has a bad habit of credit. He wants credit for everything. He wanted credit for the Herschel Walker trade. He wanted credit for, he wanted to try to show Jimmy Johnson that I can bring the most unlikely coach like Barry Switzer in here to win a Super Bowl, and I can plug anybody in and win. But that was Jimmy's team. Now it's like he wants to try to do the same thing with a mediocre team, and it's impossible in today's game. You got a gold jacket. You've got your endorsements, your things off the field, behind the scenes in the front office with Nike and Reebok. You got your helicopters. You got your Frisco. You got your state-of-the-art facility in Frisco. You've won 3 Super Bowls. Should have been 4 or 5. What more do you're a billionaire. What more do you want? What more credit do you want? Ain't that enough, guys? Don't y'all agree? Ain't that enough accomplishment?
Pretty much.
So what is it? Until I don't wish nothing bad on him. I don't want him to die or anything like that. That's not right. I can't. But like you say, I hope the apple falls far from the tree with Steven, because if not, it's the same thing with him. Say we fire Garrett. Say we get rid of Dak. Look where they're coming to. So that's just something to think about.
Yeah.
That's true. DC fan, let me ask you this. How you feel about Jerry Jones? Well, first of all, the organization getting rid of Dez Bryant, and then Stephen Jones saying we don't really need a true number one. Dak saying you don't really need a number one in the NFL. And Jerry Jones last night saying he wish he had a number one.
About how the organization, how they treated, like, as in released Dez Bryant?
No. Okay, what I'm asking you is, when we released Dez, Stephen came out and said, you really don't need a true number one. We just like to spread the ball around. Then Dak even said, the NFL, you really don't need true number ones anymore. And then last night, Jerry Jones said, I wish I had a true number one wide receiver. So the inconsistency of people in this organization saying, Stephen Jones saying you don't need one, and Jerry Jones last night saying he wished he had one after what he saw DeAndre Hopkins did last night. Like, the inconsistency of this organization, like, not first we didn't need one, but now you want one because you saw what a quarterback and a good number one wide receiver can do. Like, how do you think we need a number one receiver?
When you have a quarterback that's like Dak, it's preferred that you spread the ball more, but you don't actually you don't really do need a number one wide receiver. I mean, Tony Romo, he even said it. But what would benefit Dak best? Spread the ball more, run him a bit more. Like I said earlier, utilize the fact that he's a deep threat QB. And Jerry Jones, what he said last night, I think that's just him, pushing even more. Oh, I want you to be a pocket passing QB. I want you to be, like the next Tony Romo, where that's not where his fucking strengths are.
Right. But okay, not needing. Okay, well, we don't need a true number one, but do we need better receivers right now? Ian?
As it stands right now, yeah, I would say wide receiver is top of the board.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, even if you don't feel we need a true number one receiver, you have to agree that what we got just ain't clicking.
It ain't working. I think Michael Gallup I think he needs like a couple more years to develop.
Yep.
But yeah, we got to get some playmakers in here.
Yeah, we do. Not football news, man. Jerry Jones saying we need a number one. He wish he had a number one. How you feel about that?
Well, look at last night's stats. Dak Prescott threw to 10 different targets yesterday. Ezekiel Elliott led the charge with 7 receptions. Dak Prescott threw the ball to 7 different targets yesterday. So we go back to what Dak likes. I want to when I throw the ball around to multiple wide receivers, it looks good on paper. We win ball games. What the fuck happened yesterday? you hit 10 different wide receivers. All three of your tight ends got catches the first time all season. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And a lot of those wide receivers was one catch, and it could have been more catches. He overthrew Bees on an easy first. He threw the ball high. Tavon Austin, it hit him in his hands, but shit, Tavon Austin's freaking 5'8". So if the man's hands only big as his body, so he ain't got no Dez Bryant hands. You know what I mean? If it's thrown high and he's up there trying to, catch it, he got baby hands. He got Donald Trump hands. It ain't gonna work. So I don't. This team just needs consistency out of its quarterback, and that's just what I mean. You talk about the great quarterbacks, right? You talk about Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and there's one thing that goes right there by their name: game film. How much game film is Dak Prescott really watching? Because I've seen him the past 2 games, yell all these cadences and all these hand signals and all this and all that, but it still didn't work. So Kellen Moore, it was supposed to be this master at reading game film and breaking things down. What isn't Dak Prescott? What is not he receiving from this film session? By now, it should be 100+ game films of 3-4 defense, 4-3 defenses, zone defense, Tampa 2, all these defenses. Dak should be studying. And if we play to the advantage of Dak Prescott, that is a that is you're walking into a one-trick pony. And the RPOs have been around since RG3, since Michael Vick, all these guys. Defensive coordinators get paid millions of dollars. Defensive players get paid millions of dollars to stop that. And it's not hard to stop. I mean, you look at RG3, you look at Morris Claiborne. After 2012, they were figured out. So if we do this with Dak Prescott, we're still going to be in the same situation. That's why we are limited to Dak Prescott's abilities to play football. Because if you adjust to Dak Prescott and Dak Prescott only, you're turning into a one-trick pony, and you're going to get figured out, and we're going to be, okay, now what do we got to do? We got to adjust more to Dak Prescott? I think we already did that, boss. Oh, Scott Linehan, you're fired. Jason, you're fired. All the receivers, sorry, we signed you guys, but we're going to go ahead and cut you, and we're going to bring in more wide receivers because that's what Dak needs. It just don't work that way. You're going to turn into a one-trick pony in this National Football League. And technically, we already are, because this offense does not have success without Ezekiel Elliott having success. And it's been proven. Since the Kansas City Chiefs game till now, this offense is averaging 15.8 points a game. And half of that, we're only 5 games in here, so the majority of that, Dak Prescott had Travis Frederick. Dak Prescott had Dez Bryant. Dak Prescott had all these weapons, and it's still not working. So that's why we are limited to Dak Prescott's ability to play football. Because if you adjust to Dak, you're turning into a one-trick pony. In the National Football League, you will get your ass swallowed up quick.
Good point. Anybody want to rebuttal that?
Well, if it's a one trick pony, like you said, then how come scrambling quarterbacks haven't died out? I mean, we also need an offensive coordinator that can come up with some actual non-fucking, like, the most easily predictable shit in the world, to the point to where the defense, they know what the fuck we're gonna run before we even run it.
Oh no, good question. You're right. But that boils down because when this offense was averaging 30 points a game before that Chiefs game. Afterwards, they cut that point in half to 15 points per game. So what happened was the coordinators weren't figuring it out, because if the coordinators figured it out quick, Dak Prescott would have went 13-3. What happened was Zeke got suspended, and Dak Prescott got figured out pretty damn quick. And so it was working just a year ago right now. This offense was averaging 30 points a game. But guess what happened? It got figured out. And Dak Prescott threw deep 5 times, and one was an incomplete pass by Tavon Austin, let's not lie. And 2 of them was completed, and 2 of them were overthrown footballs. So Dak Prescott, that Tavon Austin ball was a beautiful ball. That was right on his lap. But that's just the inconsistencies of Dak Prescott. And when Dak Prescott got drafted, in my post-game video, it's on YouTube, I said, if Dak Prescott needs to learn how to set his feet, because if it don't, the ball sells on him. This was a week after we drafted Dak Prescott, and I watched college Mississippi State film on him. I got immediately. Dak Prescott, shit. Hold on 1 second.
Game changer. What's going on, bro?
Damn, what happened?
I don't know. Game changer. What's up?
What's going on, dog?
Not much, man. Just give me your overall assessment of the game. We ain't got to go player by player right now, but what you just thought about the game overall?
I think it was a hard-fought game. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the defense. They did what they were supposed to do to win. We had multiple opportunities to win, but my thing is, we were driving down the field the first 2 drives. I just want to know what happened. What happened to that offense I saw in the first 2 drives? And look, the game looked promising. We had the game in the bag. What was going on? Like, after that, what was going on? That's all I want to know. I wasn't even mad yesterday. I was just like, we lost,
Man, Scott Linehan, he has got to figure out how to fucking finish, because it seems like, and they did this shit last week too, where they got within like the 30 or 40 yard line, and once they get to that point, they start pussing out and they get like holding penalties, and then Dak gets sacked, and just like that, we're out of field goal range.
That's true. I said it too. I said we don't apply pressure the whole game. We slack up. We're talking hella 3 and outs, and the defense is tired. It's been the same way since week 1.
Think about this. With Dez, our offense was top 10 in the red zone efficiency. You took that away, all you have is Zeke. Team's gonna know what you're doing. You become predictable at that point, because all they know is Zeke. They know Zeke. Stack the box, Zeke. Where's the red zone threat? You barely use Rico. Rico's 6'6", 260, 270. You don't even use him. You use him for one play, then boom, you don't see him again. So who's that threat in the red zone? It's gonna make defense worry.
It should be Rico, but I don't. Once again, the coaches are dumb. I don't get it.
Yeah, they don't have. It's a good point, game changer. They don't have anybody to move the chains. Like I've been saying, there's no Jason Witten and no Dez. And see, what I'm afraid they're gonna do is they're gonna wear Rico. They're gonna wear
Zeke.
Yeah, I'm sorry, damn, I can't think. See, that's what happened when you get. They're gonna wear Zeke out. They're gonna wear him out. They're gonna expect him to pass. Run the ball. They're gonna expect him to catch the ball. And what I keep saying, DJ, this ain't Madden. You can't turn off stamina and endurance. These guys are human beings. They get tired. They get hurt. You see, Zeke wasn't even 100%. Like you said, DJ, like you've been saying, he wasn't even 100%. Yesterday, he was walking around limping. And it's
been limping 3 games.
Yeah, they just don't have an answer. They red zone offense. It's horrible. We'll drive all the way up the field just to kick a field goal because we don't have an answer in the red zone. He barely got it to Hearns. They had to do a trick play just to get it to Hearns yesterday, and that was just luck. And you can't base your season off of luck. You can't base your season off of a wing and a prayer against beatable teams. It's just we're just in a bad way. We don't know what we're doing. The play calling is, like DJ said, it's been vanilla, like vanilla ice cream. You had made a point. I had went back and watched that video yesterday, the round table, and man, I don't tell me I forgot. You made a point, man. I was like, damn, and you was like, I'm done. I can't remember what you said. Damn it.
It was probably when Dak said he got to get it together with his receivers.
No, it was something else. It was something else. Oh, you said that we went for it on 3rd and 1 at the kind of middle of the game, second, third quarter, or something like that, when it didn't really count. But when it counted on 4th and 1, we didn't go for it. He was like, man, I'm done.
Overtime.
Man, yes. That lets you know right there something's wrong. We don't know how to man up and play the game. All these other teams, they man up, they play, they come to win. They're okay with what's going on, and that's just what it is.
Sean McVay went for it on 4th and 1 yesterday and won the game. And they asked him about it. He said, man, we're not scared to lose.
Yeah.
He said, we're not scared to lose. We went for it on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Everything was calm, cool, and collect. I think it was like third quarter, no pressure on nobody.
94%. 94%.
Game was tied. Third quarter, we went on 4th and 1 and got it. With Dak Prescott. Remember Dak reached his hand over there? We got it with Dak.
Yeah.
First down. We get to overtime.
That's right.
Where you get your bread and butter at, where you make your money at, where you make your name as a coach. And you put the ball in the hand of a defense that just gave you everything they got. That every gas, every little drop of gas in their tank, it got siphoned out through a water hose. Y'all don't know about that. It's old school. Every damn drop of gas they had, they gave it to you for 4 quarters. And you want these same guys to go out there in overtime and do it again when you had a chance on 4th and 1 to give your defense a break and win the game. We could have got 1 yard and we could have won the game. Because I believe that 1 yard would have put a pep in that offense and we would have won the game. But like you just said, 1980, we are going to kill Ezekiel Elliott because he's the only playmaker. Our 2 playmakers are Ezekiel Elliott and Brett Maher. Oh, we got 3 and Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Those are our playmakers. Zeke,
That's
Brett
true.
Maher, and Chris. I'm serious. That's it.
That's it, man.
Jason Garrett, 4th and 1 in overtime, bro. Overtime. If there's any time not to go for it, is when the game is tied up in the third quarter. You could have punted it and got it back because it wasn't no pressure.
Yeah.
We didn't need it then, but you wanted to be bold right then. But in overtime, when you needed it, you were scared because you were scared. You were scared. And I said earlier, are you scared to lose when you've been losing for 8 years? How are you scared to lose right now? Like, and I'm critical of Dak. I'm very critical of Dak, and I'm critical of a lot of people. But I'm more so critical of Dak because I'm a big SEC guy, man. I'm a Gator fan, so I watch our SEC football. I knew who Dak was coming out the draft. I knew I watched him in college. And I truly thought that he was going to be a guy that came in the 4th quarter and just managed the game out after Tony Romo had won it for 3 quarters. That's what I thought Dak was going to be. But when Romo went out, Dak stepped up, won Rookie of the Year. Last year,
Romo's team
again. Exactly. It's kind of like Golden State when they won their first championship. That wasn't Steve Kerr's team. You know, Steve Kerr came and took Mark Jackson put that team together, taught Golden State how to play. They fired Mark Jackson and brought in Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr just went along for the ride and won the championship. It was kind of like that. This was Tony Romo's team. Tony Romo went to Jerry Jones and said, I need an offensive line. Jerry Jones passed up on J.J. Watt for Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? He passed up on Ramsey for Zeke. Everybody said we was crazy when we moved up for Zach Martin. They called us crazy. Tony Romo orchestrated it. He told Jerry Jones, I need an offensive line.
Yeah.
And we got what we needed, and we became a running team. DeMarco Murray pounded the ball. We ran him dry and threw him away. Even
He
on
sure
4 and
did.
12, even on 4 and 12 in 2015, Darren McFadden, 1,000 yards. We ran him in the ground, got Zeke, and that was it. The man felt so bad he won't play, and he retired last year. He retired. They is about to kill Zeke because he's the only guy currently that can make plays on that offense. Prescott is limited. He can make plays, but he's limited because the coaches didn't take the time to develop him. They don't know how. They didn't develop him. Prescott didn't take the time himself to try to get better. In my opinion, he got his britches got too big for him. He started making millions of dollars with all them endorsements, and he slacked on football. Beasley, somebody said last night, he's not a playmaker. He's just a ball catcher. That's all he is. He's not a true playmaker. Deontay Thompson been on 6 teams. Tavon was on the team. He's been on 6 teams. Tavon was on the team that they almost went to the Super Bowl, and if he was a factor, they would have still had him. Allen Hurns was on one of the best teams in the NFL last year. If he was a factor, they would have still had him. Michael Gallup is a rookie. I didn't expect much from a third-round wide receiver. Everybody was just desperate, and they wanted something because they knew, even the guys that hated 88, they put in their heart that all these new receivers was going to be good because they know the level of play that 88 brought. They knew it. I don't care what you say what you want about him, but nobody on that field is better than him, and he would have moved those damn chains last night. Probably not much because I just play calling still suck, and overall that's the main thing. So when you got play calling that's trash, a head coach that's trash, and a 4th-round quarterback who didn't develop or who you failed to develop as coaches, and who you told Dak Prescott that Kellen Moore was going to be the guy that was going to – Kellen Moore was going to be the guy. I mean, dude, I can't even process it. Like, this is a friendship. This is a friendship. Simp put in the comments a couple weeks ago, show me an NFL team where a quarterback loses his job to another quarterback, but then becomes his boss. Kellen Moore lost his job to Dak and then got in a position to tell Dak what to do. That's Lanahan being friend. That's Jerry. All this friendship shit, this team, man, it has ruined this. And I promise y'all, yeah, I'm critical of Dak, but no, I don't blame everything on him. It's just some people that they like Dak more than I do, feel I do, because of the way I project my voice. I'm loud. He screws up. I'm just disappointed that a guy that won Rookie of the Year has had this type of setback. It's very disappointing, especially when what's up, bro?
Bro, you know what I noticed though? We're playing to Dak's strengths. That's my thing. We're hurrying up. We're letting him do the QB cadences and everything. What is the problem? Because the receivers are saying they get open, and who fault it is, man? Who fault is it? Is it the whole offense? Who is it? Who fault is it?
It's
Jared.
coaching. It's coaching. It's like that's just like when Dak threw that, when he broke them tackles and he broke that sack and he threw that 40-something yard to Tavon Austin, and we went all the way down there for nothing, and they turned around and I think they might have kicked the field goal or something. Nothing happened, and we did that big play for nothing. That's coaching. It's coaching. This is why we can't. Play calling goes a long way. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. Believe it or not, I know the guys are out there. I know the players are out there playing, and that's what we see. Execution. You got to do this. But they're doing, to a certain extent, they're doing what they're told. And that's all they can do is do what they're told. It's Dak's job to read defenses, how they're lined up, to audible, like Romo used to. Romo used to see stuff. Now, Dak would do that, but he still will make the mistake. See, I think the way they practice is the way they play. See, practice is supposed to make you better. Practice is supposed to get your body familiar for it's a simulation on what's going to happen, what could happen in a game. They practice just like they play. They're robots. And see, like Robot Garrett gets up there and says the same thing every week. Oh, we got to execute. We got to get better. That's how they play. It's like you're not doing what it takes to execute and get better. You're not coaching your guys to a certain magnitude on how they should get better. They're just robots. It's just like, okay, we had a good practice, guys, and this is what it is, and let's go out and play this Sunday. All to the ball in a bad mood. That's it. There's nothing extra. There's no wild card. There's no X factor. There's no guy to get in there and go the extra mile. They got rid of those guys. You get what I'm saying? They don't want. Dez is better than all those receivers we got right now. I'm sorry. Even right now. Even right now. I hate to say it. Even right now he is. That's how bad they are. Like, it's just, I've seen the greatest of all time play. And I'm not just talking about the Cowboys. I'm talking about other teams. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, but growing up, you had so many other players, good players on other teams like Junior Seau and Jesse Tuggle for the Falcons. And, you had other players that were great. Jerry Rice, Walter Payton, Mike Singletary, that were coaches on the field. And we don't have that now. Romo was probably the closest one to that as far as a superstar that could coach himself. But it's just the Dallas Cowboys need to find they need to look themselves in the mirror and they need to really rethink some things. And money will change your thought process because money will make you believe that your shit doesn't stink when you sit down on a commode.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, guess what? Even though we lost last night and we were all pissed off as fans, guess what we had to do? We had to go to work in the morning. We had to go to school in the morning. Some of us, we had to go back to our normal, everyday, average, middle-class lives. You get what I'm saying? While they go to their yachts, their private jets, their mansions, their different homes in different states. Don't have to worry about nothing. And I'm not knocking success because they successful people. That's fine. But us as fans, we spend our last on apparel. We spend our last on Dallas Cowboy keychains and cups and our hard-earned money to support the team. Jerseys, everything. We support these guys. We support them. Even though if we don't have it, we still give it to support. You get what I'm saying? And when are we gonna be reimbursed with success? We don't see an pay off. When is it actually going to pay off for us? Right. It's just like DJ. You an A student. You an A student. You get A's. Bam. But you get nothing in return. You're like, what am I doing this for?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just you gotta. That's the way of life. You go to work, you get paid, you pay your bills, you're happy, you get to feed your family or feed yourself or whatever. What if you worked and you didn't get paid?
Yeah.
Well, you get that's how it feels. It's just like
I'm with you, bro.
When is it going to? Man.
This team, they need to start giving a fuck, man. I mean, you mentioned about how the team it's like they consist of a bunch of fucking robots. Man, it's like Garrett goes out, does the same shit. It's like watching his press conferences. You watch the one from week 4 and week 5 or something. It's the same shit. Oh, we just need we're gonna get it right. Oh, we're gonna fight. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I know Cowboys fans like that word. Fans like that word, so we're gonna use it.
And see the fan base now is totally different because back when Tom Landry was still coach and he was getting senile and we were losing, we were the laughing stock of the NFL. Fans were turning their back. They were like, man, the Texas Stadium seats were empty. You had a couple of fans that were paper bags on their heads. Yep. Fans back then didn't give a damn. They was like, okay, motherfucker, you don't want to win for us. You don't want to bring no new talent in here. You don't want to do this? You know what we about to do? Okay, we just gonna fucking turn our backs on y'all. Now let's see how far you get. So Jerry came in. He saw that. He was like, okay, I gotta do something about this. Jimmy, me and Jimmy, man, we can turn it. What if we went to Dallas and turned this all over again and bring in new guys and bring in new, we make Dallas great again. And that was his goal. And he did it. Once he got them Super Bowls, he was done. Once he had us back in our pockets and that money started coming in and shit, that was it. He was done.
What kills me too is how Charles Haley, he nailed it on the head. He said, I think it was over this most recent offseason. I'm not 100% sure on that, but
he said we're a bunch of losers.
He said, man, Jerry's raising a bunch of goddamn losers. And, a great example of that, man, in the 90s, we would consider it a losing season if we lost the NFC championship. But in 2014, I was at the Cowboys and Colts game. If we win the division, we'll give Jason Garrett a fucking Gatorade bath. That's fucking sad, dude.
You're right, bro. Seriously.
It's a disgrace, man. It really is.
Yeah, I know, bro. And like I say, man, it's the mediocrity that some of the fan base is willing to accept and then get mad when fans like us speak out. Like it's like 1980 always say. You can take your ass up to that game and you can go in them stands and fight for that goddamn Dallas Cowboys jersey, fight with another Cowboys fan. Let me know when Jerry Jones come bails your ass out. When Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones come up there and say, I'm here to pick up my Dallas Cowboy fan who was fighting in the stand, then I will tell you I'm sorry. So you can take your ass up there and fight in them goddamn stands with another Cowboy fan because you want to be right about Prescott or about Zeke or about the offensive line or about the coaches. Y'all can throw hands. But let me see what Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones walk their ass up to the Dallas, to the DP Dallas Department jail plane and bail y'all ass the hell out. No, they won't. Stop being fucking idiots. Like 1986, he was in the store and picked up a shirt and he was about to buy it. We can't help it. It's just in us, man. It's in us, bro. Every time we see something, Dallas Cowboys, we want to buy it. I'm the same way. But I have to remind myself, he doesn't deserve my money right now. He's not giving the fans what they want. They give us the same robotic ass speak. Just good football player. He's just a really good football player. We just got to execute. It's all about execution. We're not executing good. Saw some good things. In all three phases of the football. I mean, if you get, like you said, 9-9, you can go back and watch the Panthers loss, you can watch Hawks loss, and you can watch the Texans loss, and you will not know the difference in which game it was if you play Garrett's speech. Because he says the same shit. He says the same damn shit. You will not be able to tell the difference.
DJ, you want to know what's sad?
What's up, bro?
The Colts have a better offensive coordinator than us.
Yep.
The way the Texans.
Well, shit, anyone has got a better offensive coordinator than us. I mean, goddamn.
Right.
the Browns are actually competing, unlike us.
Yeah.
The Browns look better than us.
They're
they
doing
do.
it in a pretty shit way, but they're doing it. They're doing more than we are.
That's true. Let me go to Dallas Cowboys football news.
Yeah.
There you go. How are you feeling about through 5 games about Chris Richard right now?
I'm gonna tell you I'm feeling good, and I'll tell you why. This defense has kept us in football games.
Mm-hmm.
This defense has busted their ass to keep us in football games. Shout out to Xavier Woods getting the first pick of the season, but they forced turnovers by fumbles. They've shortened offenses. I think the Giants, and that's not saying much, but the Giants didn't touch the 50-yard line until the fourth quarter. In the National Football League, that's tough. That's tough to hold somebody to that. But yesterday, 37 minutes, this defense was on that football field. And, Jeff Heath, he plays that safety position and he plays special teams and he don't miss snaps. Byron Jones don't miss snaps. Cheeto Bayawuzia don't miss snaps. The only thing that really rotates is the defensive line and maybe one or two linebackers. That's a lot of football to be playing 36 minutes.
Yeah.
And, obviously overtime, and that's included in that. But, again, this defense, the Dallas Cowboys have invested the past couple of years $50 million in a defense. It's a $175 million cap, and $50 million of it has been on the defense. Tank Lawrence just received $17 million in a franchise tag. That is 33% of the entire salary of the defense the past couple of years.
And he's going to want to break the bank, too.
Yep, you get what you paid for. And, Chris Richard don't have E.T. He don't have Chancellor. He don't have Sherman. But he's getting the job done. We had the number one pass rusher in the National Football League. We had, I don't know about it anymore, the number one corner in the National Football League. Leighton Vander Esch is fifth in the National Football League as a rookie. And when you're exposed to that measure of possession, of being on that field, you're going to give up those big plays like we gave up to Hopkins. Hopkins is an elite player. That's what he's supposed to do. That's why he's their number one wide receiver. He's supposed to do that. My thing is, why the fuck was Anthony Brown covering him on that play?
Mm-hmm.
That's my only negative, was why Anthony Brown was covering that play.
I think the Texans put DeAndre Hopkins in the slot. That's what you call good. That's what you call good play calling right there.
That's how you adjust on the field. Exactly. That's good play calling.
Switch some shit up.
Yep, that's good play calling. Mid game, like that. That's the shit. And like I always say, everybody that know I fucking criticize Garrett and Lanahan just at the same level I do Prescott, or at the same level I do Tyron Smith or Lyle Collins or anybody. And that's how you switch it up. Like there's so many, like once we saw Rico get that big 30-yard bomb, that was it. We didn't see him again to a dumbass Hail Mary, a desperate Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Rico once. On that 4th and 1, we could have used Rico big tall ass. We could have used him, man. Bootleg. We could have got. You got Jeff Swain who been balling out the past 2 games. Give it to him on 4th and 1. Anything. That 4th and 1 just blows me, y'all. Like seriously.
Yeah.
We did it when it wasn't even necessary. We wanted to look aggressive, and we got it with Dak. 4th overtime when we needed a win. Oh my God! For the love of me, Jason Garrett had the nerve to say that it was a long one. It was a long 1 yard. You red-headed motherfucker. It's the same. It's the same 1 yard that it was when you tried it in the 3rd quarter. It's not a long one. You're just scared. What coach gets up there and says that?
Told him to say that. I feel like Jerry just said, "Say that dumb shit."
No coach says it was a long 1 yard. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? It's the same 1 yard as it was you tried earlier. You may get it this time because this defense is actually tired. The defense is that they're planning for Zeke. So you can actually get off a little short goddamn pass if you're smart enough. If Dak moves fast enough, we don't take chances. We're scared. We play timid. And it pissed me off when Dak said he would have went for it, but he wasn't going to second guess or question his coach. That's not questioning your coach, man. That's what a winner does. A winner wants to win regardless of what's at stake. You got to try. You got to go out there and try, man. And we didn't try. The coaches did not try enough. And I said it again. People always think I'm just down on Dak, but like I said it again. The fact that these guys didn't elevate Dak or motivate Dak to get better himself, they will be the reason that he will be without a job. 88 gave him so much for so many years, and within 2 months, this organization just shitted on him, act like he couldn't get separation, or he couldn't get open, or he was this big fuss in the locker room. And man, like I said, if the play is high, so is the toleration. If Dez Bryant would have came out with 1,300 yards last season, he could have spit in Beasley's face and slapped Zeke. He still would have been on the team. The toleration is high when the play is high. And these coaches got to fucking go. Everybody's saying the same thing. These coaches got to go, man. It's the organization. My only thing is I can't use organization when players screw up themselves. I use organization when bad play calling, when situation we shouldn't be in cause us to lose like that. Like even though it was a gritty game, and the game came down to who wanted it the most. and the Texans wanted it more than us. The Texan coaches wanted it more than us. Better play calling. We didn't take no risk. That 4th and 1 and third in the third quarter wasn't no damn risk. That wasn't no risk. It wasn't necessary. It just wasn't, man. And I'm just tired of it, y'all. Like
what were we trying to be a defense on that 3rd and 1 though? Like, were we trying to be slick or something?
I don't know. I didn't even understand that. I didn't get that. Hey, 1980, what's up with the cornerback playing so far off the receivers yesterday, man?
Scared. They tired. A reason that me playing cornerback, a good reason why you play off is because you're tired. Because you don't want to give up that big play. You want to already be back there so you don't have to do that much footwork. They're tired. They're tired of being out there. You see first quarter, second quarter, they're kind of up on the line. When they get towards the end of the third quarter, the second half, they're playing back because they're tired. They're beat. They're ready to, they don't have the endurance anymore to try to jam somebody up. And that's why they're playing so far back. Or with that, on top of that, they probably just don't have the ability to jam anybody. Because I still don't see them. I still haven't seen a good Deion, Rod Woodson type jam from our corners. We'll be lined up, but they'll start backpedaling. I don't see a jam. And players that don't jam mean they can't cover. Because jamming allows you to hold that receiver within 5 yards. You can do what you want within 5 yards. You can pretty much damn near have a fight. But if you don't have the ability and the technique to do that in a good, decent, positive way, you can't. You're already in a backpedal motion, and then you got a lot of cornerbacks. They immediately turn their backs to the receiver and start running because they're scared. They can't cover. They know physically. They know in their minds they can't cover, so they already start running back. You don't turn your back on I ain't never seen Deion turn his back on a receiver. That's one thing you don't do towards the quarterback or the receiver. You need your eyes, peripheral vision. You got to keep your eyes on the quarterback and the receiver. That's why you got 2 eyes. You use your peripheral vision. These players ain't being taught to use that. Byron Jones, for example, yesterday, he could have had a big play, but he didn't turn around. All he did was lift his hand up. That's pass interference when you don't look back because it looks intentional. You have to look back when that receiver's eyes are looking up at the ball. That means the ball is coming. Make a play on the ball. You want the ball back. That's the key of playing defense, is getting the ball back. See, they're just teaching these guys just to play defense. There are no playmakers. Like Deion said this morning, he said Byron Jones is a good corner, but he's not a playmaker. There are no playmakers. There are no playmakers. Or Jalen Smith's probably the only playmaker. Him and Sean Lee, if he could stay healthy. Yeah. They're the only and Law. I'm sorry, D-Law. They're the only playmakers on the defense. In the secondary, there are no playmakers. There's a difference between a cover corner and a corner that can't cover. You get what I'm saying? These guys, they really can't cover. They just happen to be there when the ball is there. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference between baiting a receiver and having the ability to bait the receiver and having the speed and the knowledge and the awareness and the feel of the position. And like Deion used to bait people. He used to make quarterbacks think that their receiver was open. He wanted him to throw the ball so he could get a pick. That type of style don't exist no more because they're scared. They're teaching them to be scared. They're teaching them to be scared. They're teaching them to play the man. You can't play the man. The ball is your friend. You want the ball back. Mm-hmm. If you don't look back, they're going to call pass interference because it's intentional. If you look back and there's a little contact, they're not going to throw a flag because you're not looking at him. You're looking at the ball. So you don't know if you're bumping into a guy or not. It's not intentional. I said that when we was talking about the Deion thing a long time ago. You got to know how to play the position if you're going to be out there.
Rand Arthur said he disagreed with everything you say in 1980 about them looking tired. Rand Arthur, Well, so why do you think they played off the Why do you think they played off the wide receiver? If you care to go into detail, you say you disagree with 1980 saying about them looking tired. Why else would they play off the receiver? They don't want to get burned, in my opinion. I mean, I don't understand. DC fan 99. Why you think they play off the receivers 10 yards?
Oh, I have no idea. I
got a question for what's his name? Rand Arthur.
Yeah.
Has he played football? Has he played cornerback before? The cornerback position, and on what level?
I don't know.
Now, I mean, they're different formations. Some formations, but if you're a shutdown corner and you have confidence, you're gonna play up. You're gonna shut down your receiver, and that's the bottom line. Obviously, there's cover 2, there's cover 3, there's cover 0, there's cover 1. Cover 0, cover 1 is man. Cover 2, cover 3 is zone. Cover 3 is deep zone. Cover 2 is kind of like a bump and run, cloud, seam to flat zone. Cover 4 is deep zone. Cover 5, cover 6 is like a double team deep zone. They're different types. If you're slow, if you can't keep up, if you're tired, you're going to start backpedaling before that ball even hikes. You're going to be 5 to 10 yards back. If you're confident, if you're a shutdown corner, if you're fast, you don't give a damn who out there. You're going to be up, and you want to stop that receiver from catching the ball. That's just the bottom line. Like I say, I really want to know who this guy is and what team did he play corner for on what level.
All right, Rand, that comment is ridiculous. We talking football, you taking it, that's ridiculous.
Because it seems to me like a lot of people are, this goes back to what we were saying, DJ. A lot of people want to make you more wrong than them, or well, we lost. This is how we lost. We didn't lose. We lost, motherfucker. I mean, regardless of Anthony Brown lined up on the man or back, we lost. So I'm just telling you that on my Pop Warner, junior high, high school, college, arena football level, tried out for the NFL, different levels. I've played the cornerback position. So I think I know. I think I have an idea on how to play the cornerback position and what's going on. But maybe you know more than me. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Was there a different scheme that you ran in college? Was there a different scheme that you ran in arena football? Was there a different scheme that you ran in high school? Is there something I don't know? Please tell me.
No, probably not. But
you see what I'm saying? I mean, absolutely. how you gonna beat me being wrong right over a game we lost? Does that make any sense, man? I mean,
it don't make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense.
I'm done. I'm talking too much. I'm done.
Let me ask you this: why I think they're playing off coverage is because coming into this game, the the Houston Texans. Someone just came in and I got nothing but echo. Turn that down, Mike.
Turn it up, Mike.
Damn, give me a second, motherfucker. Hang for 3 seconds then. He wants to complain.
Mike.
I'm trying to get a point here. There we go. All right. So the reason coming into this game, the Houston Texans was 27th in rushing. So, they trusted what was in the front seven, right? And so that's why they were playing off, because they didn't think they were going to have that much success running the football. They were 27th in the National Football League. And, I think that's the only reason why I think they played off most of the game.
Okay, that's a good point. But I'm just describing to you. I think the Redskins lost. Okay, I'm just describing to you different situations that's going through a cornerback's mind. Now, what defensive play calling they're calling, I can only see how they're lining up and maybe try to guess and see if they're in cover 2, cover 3. I don't know. I'm not out there. I'm not in the huddle with them. Football News, you have a point. Of course, they might be lining back because of certain plays, certain position on how the offense is lining up. That I did say that. It just depends on the formation of the offense. That has a lot to do with it too. But a lot of cornerbacks, when they know it's a pass, they line up far off because they know that receiver is a threat. They're giving him respect. Just like if they're going against an Odell Beckham or somebody with speed, like back in the day, Rocket Ismail or somebody like that, or Dion Dion when he played. See, I get old school on you, James Trapp, James Jett, and see these guys. They got the respect because the cornerbacks were lying far off. Like, oh shit, I got Ismail in front of me, so let me back up. Because if you line up, or Tavon Austin, for example, if you line up on him, he gonna go right past you. You get what I'm saying? So your best bet, if you're not that fast, is to go ahead and get back. That's just pass coverage. Now run coverage, they probably play a lot of cover 2 just in case cornerback can come in and maybe stop the outside run or whatever. But anything else, I'm just speaking for pass coverages only.
So far, how many turnovers does Dallas have? 3, 4?
Football News got that one.
Say that again.
How many turnovers does the Dallas defense have so far?
4 turnovers.
4.
Yep.
I don't know. Gotta beef that up a little bit, I feel like.
Yep. Mike Mars, Rockstar in the house, man. What's up, brother?
Shout out to what up, man? DC, what's going on? 99.
Yeah, man. I got a new face in here, man. He know his shit too.
Yeah, I've been watching his vids. I comment on him all the time. I don't know if he's ever subbed up to me, but we all rep the right team, and so his videos, he's always you never know what he's gonna do. So I'd say he's got a little Mike Mosh in him. You never know what he's going to do or say, but great guy there. Good to see you.
Good
to see you, man.
Man, Mike,
quick question.
What you think about last night, Mike?
Oh, man, I went live a few minutes ago. Actually, I don't know. It could have been 2 hours ago, an hour ago. But, man, I look back at last year, and it's like we 9-7 last year, and it's like, man, there's no way we don't go 10-6. Hell, I was going 11-5, 12-4. You got to remember, I said this before Travis Frederick was out.
Right.
Because I'm looking at 9-7 last year, but we're gonna have Zeke 6 more games than we did last year. How the hell are we not gonna win more games? And it's like. And and last year he's like, man, no Sean Lee, no Dan Bailey, and no Zeke. It's like, man, Dan Bailey gone, but our kicker is great. So boom, we can take that out. Sean Lee gone, but Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch playing lights out. So that's not an excuse. Zeke's here, so that's not an excuse. So now it's like, and I know Travis Frederick, besides Jesus, he is God, but Looney is playing. He ain't at Pro Bowl level, but we ain't getting killed in the center. Looney is holding his own, playing fine. So it's like, man, it's like, what is going on with this team? A lot of teams, all like the Giants last year. Oh man, Odell injured and Shepard injured, and everybody's injured. But my point is, this year we don't have all these injuries and this and that, and we don't have all these players missing up. Tyron Smith is playing like shit, probably the worst he's ever played. Where's our Pro Bowler at? I don't even know if he's like playing at like 500 level. I'm not gonna Chaz Green his ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Or Doug for him. But wow, he got beat a lot yesterday, and I don't know what to think about this team. I know David Irving, he'll give you a sack a game, and that's gonna help us some. But man, is it the coaching staff? Is it this or is it that? And it's crazy. I'm lost here. I don't know what to do, guys.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. Drew Brees, career pass yards. He just set an NFL record, man. He set it on the damn shitty ass Redskins, so that's a plus.
That's good. I'm glad they losing because we still in it. That means we still in it.
Bad. They losing bad.
Yeah.
It's like you and Football News said earlier this year, 1980. You said you want to take care of business on your team first, so you ain't got to worry about if another team losing or not. But we're already in that situation.
Yep.
We're already in it, man. 5 games in, and we need everybody else to.
Yeah, man. Ain't that something? Remember last year? It was at the end of the year. Now it's
It's now 5 games in, and we hoping the other team lose just so. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, but my thing is, even if we do miraculously win this fucking division, it's like, so what? I mean, watching this team, even in the games that we won, there's nothing special about this team. I mean, seriously, we have the talent. I believe we have the talent to go like, I don't know, 10-6, 11-5. But the best way I can summarize it is it's like a bald eagle with clipped wings. I mean, that's what this fucking coaching staff, and especially Jerry what he's doing. And it's just sad, how much talent we've wasted over the last 23 years. Tony Romo being arguably the greatest quarterback we've ever seen. Jason Witten, who's, needless to say, gold jacket wit. We wasted Dez's time. We wasted Murray's time. And now currently we're wasting Zeke's time, Dak's time, and Jalen Smith's time, who's honestly my favorite player on the team, man. And it's so fucking sad.
Yeah, man. I know it's really tough, man. It's really tough for all of us, and we wasted Tyron Smith potential. We wasted it. He's not what he was 4 years ago.
Man, he's had to stick up his ass over the last year, man. He's lucked up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with big Tyron, man. Like Tyron used to be able to handle anybody, and
oh my God, dude, that was your boy, DJ. That was your boy.
Man, dude. Man, Tyron Smith, and man, my other boy, man, Randy Gregory. What is he doing?
Oh yeah, that was the other boy, man. My boy, hey, you made him my boy too. I was like, shit, let me go get on the Randy Gregory train. So,
man, I've been saying fuck Gregory since day one.
Damn,
like since the day he got his second or like third second or third suspension. I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. I mean, Charles Haley has even told him straighten the fuck up, trying to help his ass out. And now, like, even this year, when everybody was riding his dick, everybody was hyping him up, he has more penalties than he does sacks. I mean, does he – how many tackles does this guy have? I mean,
it's not
shit.
Many. It's not many. I'm going to ask this, y'all, and y'all going to say yes or no. Is it time for Sean Lee to retire?
Yes.
Yes. I say yes.
Yeah, man. I hate to say it, but he's gotta hey, what's up, Space Cowboy?
What up? How we doing, guys?
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hey, I'm gonna say this last thing, DJ. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna let Space Cowboy. I don't want too many people on here. I run my mouth enough, so I'm gonna let y'all, the geniuses, have it. Yeah, Sean Lee, man. As much as I love that dude, he needs to retire, man. He needs to think about his health, his long-term health, because he can't stay healthy a whole season, and we need seasons out of guys. You can't beat Father Time, you can't beat youth either. So I just think he needs to. I hope he sticks around and be the coach, because he seems to be in these guys' ears on the sideline, just like Tony Romo was with Dak. So, but that's all I got, man. I'm gonna get on out of here, guys, if y'all don't mind.
Oh, no problem, bro. Thank you for coming through, man. You'll be back Friday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be back, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, nice meeting you, 99. Y'all take it easy, everybody.
Nice meeting you, man.
All right, bro. Space Cowboy 7-4.
I had myself muted for a second, but back to the Gregory, and he mentioned Haley. I'm glad he mentioned Haley, because Haley talked to him about, hey, man, get your shit together, man. You got a career here. You got the Dallas Cowboys. Haley, where you at? Now teach the boy how to play. Now that he's able to play. Come here. Where you at, Haley? Help him.
Right.
And back to Sean Lee. if he could do like a Romo / Witten reconstruction, and maybe he's our third down superstar linebacker or something like that. I know I'm thinking out of the box and that's crazy, but yeah, that's why we got 55 and 54, so he can go bye-bye. And we talked about Tyron Smith. Maybe it's our time for our next Kyle Kozier. Remember, we had to say bye-bye, 73 Larry Allen the Great. And Kozier came in. Kozier came in for us, and we didn't miss a beat. Kozier did play very good.
Exactly, bro. You could be right. I mean, I'm Space Cowboy. What Tyron Smith, Sean Lee, bro? Do any? Is it time for either one of those guys to go?
Listen, those dudes can kiss my ass. They can leave. No, I'm like, no. Real talk. This is the thing, right? Tyron on the birth certificate, he's what, 27, 28. Okay, well, relatively, he's not that old, right? NFL wise, he's been in the league since 2010, 2011. And that's like old, like really old, especially for how young he was coming in. And like, listen, man, you had to make a decision, man. Like, at the end of the day, and this goes with Sean Lee too, right? Sean Lee is getting up there in age as well. For me, if you told me which one needs to go first, it's Sean Lee by a mile. The reason why is because you're paying the dude all this money. His hamstrings are just horrific. Like, they need to be replaced. It's just so bad, and I feel bad because Sean Lee is a great mind. He is the Tony Romo of the defense. Very good when he's on the field, but when he just gets hurt. And I think that, listen, man, if you want to put some money, you got to put some money into that safety position. I don't care who it is. Whether it's in the draft, in free agency, whoever you go out and get, right?
Right.
So for my idea is that, listen, you got to let Sean Lee go, man. You got to say, listen, man, we can't deal with it. Because it's like the money's not worth it, man. And not only that, if you're saying you want this team to go through a youth movement, like they did with Des Bryant, like apparently that was one of the reasons. Gotta let Sean Lee go too, man. Leighton Vander Esch is here. Jalen Smith has arrived. I know, they're still young, but I think that this is the time where we can be like, maybe we don't need Sean Lee anymore. I mean, look how the defense has done in the last couple games without him. And with Tyron, I'm not like as upset with him getting injured. It's just like he just doesn't look the same. He's like decent, but then again, I don't know. It's hard, man, because it's like you want these guys to do well, but they're just, and especially when you invest all that money into a left tackle that you're paying to be the best in the league, and he's being average. And then Sean Lee, he's hurt. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of how I feel on that, is like these guys, they like, okay, Tyron needs to step up, but with Sean Lee, he has to retire, man, for his sake. You know what I mean? I mean, you got anything else? I mean, I don't.
I do think that Sean Lee's time is up, but Tyron Smith, I want to keep him around for at least one more year. So, pick up a future left tackle to replace him in next year's draft, and make sure actually get it right, not another fucking Chaz Green. I can't handle another Chaz Green, guys. And as for Sean Lee, if Leighton Vander Esch, if he keeps playing at this high of a level, man, Sean Lee, he's going to be old news in a heartbeat. It's going to be another Dak and Romo situation. It's so weird now saying that our defense isn't falling to shit when Sean Lee is not out there on the field. And LVE, he's like a Sean Lee mini-me. I mean, he has a nose for the football. He can tackle damn near anybody in the open field. He's smart as fuck, athletic as fuck. And so far, I mean, I know he's still just a rookie. He's only played 5 games. But one aspect to his game that we've never seen from Sean Lee is durability. I mean, I have some real high fucking hopes for him.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. Oh, man. DC fan, I'm going to ask you first. I want everybody to answer this. Are you confident with Xavier Woods?
Xavier Woods, I mean, I got to be honest. I do like him, but I'd rather, if it's possible, I don't know, because like I was saying, like leading up to the draft, that I would fucking kill for Derwin James.
Me too. I got a video on it.
Oh yes.
But I mean, Xavier Woods for a 6th round pick, for what he's worth, he's pretty good. But I mean, I can't really say much. I haven't like specifically been watching him. I've sort of been like watching the front seven as a whole.
Right.
But I can't really comment too much on as far as safeties go.
Okay. Mike Marsh, Xavier Woods, our safety, man. How you feel about it?
I'm almost like him. It's like, why should we even be talking about our defense? It's our offense. It's this. It's that. It's coaching. It's offense coordinating. But if you really want to go into my history of safeties, man, I pretty much have hated our safety spot since Darren, the great Woodson, has left.
Yes, sir.
And Roy Williams was good when Woodson was playing next to him. And that the first year that Woodson left, Roy was okay. And then after that, he just went straight downhill. And then everybody sucked for a zillion years. And then we had maybe a hair above average Barry Church, but because we had a lot of holes in our defense, it made Barry Church look like he was great. But anyway, I was happy about our secondary, actually our safeties yesterday, because the Seattle game, they gave up the deep balls. That Detroit game, they gave up the deep balls. We knew that, hey, the cornerback got beat. They're going to complete the catch. That's, it happens. That's NFL. But our safeties, they were nowhere back there to keep them from, the wide receivers just walked in. So our safeties did help this time. I'm sure yesterday's game, it shouldn't even been close. We should have got burnt the hell out. Our defense played their lights out. Where was our blitz packages? We could not get to Watson. There's a lot of non-holding balls, but that's throughout the NFL anywhere. It's going to happen probably every down. I've heard people talk about that. I'm not making excuses, but I guess that's my question. I can't wait for another Darren Woodson, the guy that can, he'll go out and cover the slot receiver. He'll tackle. He'll intercept. It's like, where are those elite guys at, man? I'd love to have another Woodson here.
Yeah, someone who can lay the fucking wood.
Yeah. That's a couple of football news. How you feel about Xavier Woods? You did predict the interception.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with Woods. This is his 3rd game back. It's his 1st year under Chris Richard. This guy hasn't even hit his ceiling yet. He hasn't even peaked. He hasn't even scratched the surface of it yet. This guy right here is he's going to be the real deal. Trust me. Trust me when I say that. Mark these words down. On October 8th, 2018, Dallas Cowboys Football News said this about Xavier Woods. And the only thing that's going to help him out is Chris Richard. And he knows how to develop. Xavier Woods put on weight since last year. So they're developing him. They're building him up the right way. And just that interception was just a piece of a puzzle to what's to come from Xavier Woods.
Okay. Space Cowboy 17. How you feel about Xavier Woods?
Oh, I love Xavier Woods. He brings a lot to the table, especially considering the fact that the Cowboys don't have like a standout guy. Like I said it, and DJ, you know it. I said it before the draft. Listen, the Cowboys have playmakers on every single level except the safety position, right? And yep. I think that if Xavier Woods, and this is the thing, like I think that's the one piece that's missing is just a solid elite safety to complement this whole defense. And I think that can Xavier Woods become that? Maybe. I don't want to hype him up too much, but you know what I mean? But you know what? I'm optimistic about him. I think that he's a young guy. He has a chance to develop right under Chris Richard. And he might develop into something special. I just think that even with Xavier Woods, I still think you need to put some insurance in a safety early in next year's draft, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd round, because I don't trust after Xavier Woods and maybe Jeff Heath. I don't trust anyone else, So I still think the Cowboys should invest in the safety position, whether that's in the draft or the off season. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good point. Good honest points. Anybody else want to say after that about that?
I want to know if I could ask everybody a question. Is there?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm not trying to be the Scrooge here, but does anybody here think we can hit 9-7 or better?
Fuck no. Jesus
2-14.
fucking Christ.
Dreamland, right? Dreamland. We got to make it to 500? Hell if I know right now.
Honestly, I got 8-8, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We'd be lucky to go 8-8. Shit.
This is what we got. This is the team we got, and I see 8-8, man. Football news. How about you? That's got my football news. Are you drunk?
What's going on, brother?
I said Mike Mosh asked, do you see us going 9-7 or better or not?
Man, I want to see game and game. Like, if this team can't stack wins, we're in fucking trouble. So I'm taking it game by game. And that's all I can do at this point. The Redskins losing today was clutch as fuck. And this division's still up for grabs. So, it's game by game. And after the day, it's focusing on the Jacksonville Jaguars and let's start stacking momentum and get some rhythm and make sure we're consistent. So right now, I'm not looking too far ahead. I want to look at these Jacksonville Jaguars right now.
Are you going to get food?
Ice cream.
I knew it. You mother. I knew it. Mike.
He's getting food again.
Man, I wish I could drink.
Lord of mercy, oh my Lord.
He's going to
be
get
quiet,
food.
Space Boy. Go eat you a Debbie cake.
Yeah, being a Cowboy fan will make you drink. I tell you that, man.
I wish I could drink. Thank you. Take a shot for me, man. God Almighty. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. The Jets, they just released JJ Wilcox, and now Cowboys fans are gonna make a thing about that.
Oh, oh God, we got our JJ Wilcox 2.0 and Kayvon Frazier. We don't need another. We don't need another.
Bring him back. Bring him and Dez back. We need him.
Bring in Colin Kaepernick.
Hey, y'all, the Hot Boys. I mean, like I said, the defense did good, but I had to talk about everybody. Y'all, we didn't get a sack.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
What?
Jalen Smith was the only one that registered a sack yesterday.
I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence, him and Tyrone Crawford was falling all over the place, and oh my goodness, y'all! Like, what the hell? I was really lost. Like, wait a minute, these are the Hot Boys.
Man, and they're out here. They're selling sweatshirts and T-shirts and shit. It's like, and motherfuckers, show up.
Yeah, show up. You got chains and T-shirts. Tank did that shit last year.
Boy, they're gonna send that crap to like the poor people, like that need the shirts.
Send that shit to the Salvation Army or the goddamn thrift store.
Send that to Goodwill.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. This is my problem. Is like when I was looking back at the game, I'm like, oh my God, this defense gave up 400 yards. I'm surprised it wasn't a blowout. And not to like discredit them. Like, listen, the linebacker, like Jalen had a huge game. You know, he made crucial plays. But this is the main thing, man. You have to get to the quarterback. It's embarrassing that you're like, there was like 4 or 3 plays that they could have gotten a sack, but like they were just like, oh, nope. And then like it was ridiculous. And then like there were some plays that I think they were getting held, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And so it's just embarrassing. Like, I know it's one game, you know, it's kind of hard to be, you know, for one person to solidly like have like 3 or 5 sacks a game. Not saying like they have to do that to give my respect, but it's like, man, if you're gonna hype yourself to be something like a Legion of Boom stature, like you gotta at least show up. Like you can't be like you put unnecessary pressure on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck our problem is with mobile quarterbacks, but goddamn, they need to figure out something. I mean, 0-3 against mobile quarterbacks. I mean,
it's going to be 0-4 because of Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
And we have a mobile quarterback. Why aren't we calling more plays for him just to open up everything else in our game?
Well, that's what DC fan 99 was saying earlier. He felt like we have a dual quarterback and we're not using him to his ability. And a lot of other people feel that way. My Cowboys family, They feel that way. They feel like we're not using Dak to his full ability. Me personally, I don't want to see Dak run a lot because I hate to see my quarterback get hurt.
Yeah, last thing we need is another fucking Tony Romo, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Last night, 55 was headhunting for him, and if Dak wouldn't have got down, oh my God! Like,
that play was brutal. It's like his head would have went rolling.
did you see it? 55.
Yeah, there's no doubt that you would have. You're gone.
It would have been, dude. Dak got down, and oh my God! And I'm telling you, dude, when Dak runs, I close my. Deshaun Watson ran so much last night, we hurt his damn ribs. Mm-hmm. They was putting a pound on Deshaun last night. Man, Jalen Smith and those guys, they was firing him up. And I don't want that with Prescott because we had in 2015 when Romo went down, we had Brandon Wheat and Matt Kelsey. In my opinion, Dak is the best quarterback on that roster. But at the rate we're going, I feel like if Dak lose these two games back to back before the break, after the bye week, you might see Cooper Rush.
I'm that asshole. Everybody knows that Kellen Moore should be fired as the quarterback coach, but he did throw for 400 yards in the game without a Dez Bryant. So it's like, hell, put him in at QB.
I mean, go ahead, Space.
Hey, I just want to point. This is what I don't understand, right? And it's just kind of like I kind of look at it in hindsight. It's like, okay, we drafted him to be. Remember when we got him? It's like, okay, he's going to be the developmental quarterback. We know he has this dual threat ability, and then you want to make him something that he's not, and then it's like that's what it gets on my nerves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you're gonna listen. If the Cowboys feel like we need a pocket passer, then why didn't you get a pocket passer in that draft? You know what I mean? It's just
true.
It's your decision, and you got to roll with it. Like with the Dez situation, like you want to say that, hey, we're fine without Dez. I think we're fine. Then, oh, look what's happening. Maybe we do need a number one wide receiver.
Right.
Like that's my thing, man. Like, listen, and again, I'm not trying to say. Like, excuse bad play. I'm not trying to excuse that by no means. But what I'm trying to get at is you're putting your players in situations that you think that's best for them. And then when they don't execute, then you realize, oh, wait, didn't we get him for that? That's what I get irritated with. It's like, we got him for this. And then you're trying to make him something that you want to make, like, oh, well, let's make him a pocket passer. But that's not what he does. You know what I mean? If you truly wanted a pocket passer, you should have gotten like a Goff or a Wentz in that draft. That's my gripe, if that makes any sense. So.
And the thing is, you just look at Dak Prescott's comment section on Instagram. So many Cowboys fans are like, "Fuck Dak Prescott," let's dump him off and pick up a pocket passing quarterback in the first round. But my whole thing is, why would you drop off somebody who has a lot that you have out of your quarterback, like, Troy Aikman said. And, with a pocket passing quarterback, you need some more help on the offensive line. I mean, we can probably tolerate only one more season from Tyron Smith. And we need some game changers we need a game changer in this receiving core. I mean, Dak Prescott, he has most of what you would want. I know he still has to develop, but Dak Prescott, we just need to adjust to a more mobile quarterback-friendly sort of offense. And, it's hard to, progress or even stay consistent when you had a fantastic team, everything was going great in 2016, but then the next season, almost everybody just takes 10 fucking steps back. Offensive line. The only guys I would say in 2017 that stayed consistent would be fucking Zach Martin and Travis Frederick. As far as everyone else, they fell off. And that does go for Dak too. But at the same time, he would be more consistent if the coaching staff had helped him and if his receivers stayed consistent.
Yeah, the receivers, man, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Everybody know 88 what he meant to me on this team, man, and I was really upset when they let him go. And and it comes back to me when I see what these receivers are out there doing, or better yet, what they're not doing. Because oh my God, man, oh my God, like you, dude, it's bad. It's bad. Like I say, you got a quarterback who is limited still himself. Then you don't give him receivers that can. And you know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna say that. What I am gonna say is those receivers are basic. But if we had a Sean Payton style head coach or offensive coordinator, I feel like he can make things happen with what he got.
Yeah.
That's a great point there. I don't think that we'd be sucking this big a dick with a different coaching staff. I'm sorry. I think we have too much talent here. Anybody fucking disagrees, go fuck yourself. But anyway, I think we have way too much talent here. We should not have a losing fucking record right now.
No, we shouldn't.
We need a coaching staff with a.
What'd you say, bro? Go ahead.
We need a coaching staff with a fucking winning mentality and actually shows discipline, because it looks like to me this coaching staff, they're your buddies, you know, except for Chris Richards. I don't think Chris Richards will take shit. But, you know, I mean, when Randy Gregory punched some fucking dude against the Seahawks, I think, Jason Garrett, he didn't even look his way, I think, or he didn't even say anything to him. And it's like, dig in his fucking ass. Jimmy Johnson wouldn't tolerate any of that shit.
Yeah, that's what my Cowboys family be talking about. Him in 1980, they talking about the accountability that Jimmy Johnson held his player to, and as of lately, there's been no accountability for nothing. Even Dez, when he went on that rant in the locker room going crazy against Fish, and what Randy Gregory did last week, and how Greg Hardy was on the sideline, damn near fighting with the defensive coordinator, and Garrett was nowhere in sight. Mm-hmm. Oh my fucking God! Your player is literally fighting with your, and you're nowhere in sight. You know, Randy Gregory chewing Garrett out last year. It's just no accountability, man. That's where I agree with my Cowboys family when they say it's a fundamental thing. It's an organization. I mean, not fundamental. It's a foundational thing. It's an organization problem. Yes, the bigger scheme of what's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys is an organizational problem, and it's just ridiculous. But to me, honestly, Cole Beasley was never meant to be a guy that you can depend on for a full game. Somebody said in the chat earlier that Cole Beasley and Tavon is one hit away from being injured. They are. Yep. That's so small. They're frail guys. They're small guys, very small guys. They are, man. And you just can't function like that. Like you can't function like that. We have to put true playmakers out there for Prescott when it's time for him to throw. You let Zeke do his thing, then you let your receiver do their thing. And I just feel like we don't have true playmakers. Like this coaching staff is ridiculous. Like, why is Bryce Butler here? Why is he here? You're not using him. I saw him in at the end of the game. Where was he? Why did you bring 19 back? I don't understand.
Yeah, I saw him on only one play, and and this is what this is what kind of gets also on my nerves, is the fact that when are we gonna stop looking at other things other than the coaching staff and the owner? And I understand we can't change what the owner does. This is what I don't understand. So remember last year what people were saying, it was Dez's fault for this receiving core for falling apart. Like he's not worth the money. You know what I mean? That whole spiel. So you let him go, right? And then now I don't know what they're going to say about Dak, but if they start saying the same stuff about Dak, it's not because it's Dak. It's just because when are you going to hold yourself accountable for your actions? Mm-hmm. That is what I have a problem with. It's like we just saw this happen last year with Dez Bryant, right? I said at first, I'll admit it, I wanted him gone, but then I was like, no, what? Let's give him a second chance because I feel like maybe we can get some other guys in here to help him out. Then you let him go, and now we're in this situation.
And now you got multiple receivers dropping balls.
Exactly.
Last year was just Dez. Now everybody dropping them. Michael got them. Tavon Austin, Cole Beasley, Deontay Thompson. Everybody you brought in are dropping them.
Yeah, like those two picks that Dak threw. Not saying like they were the one that Tavon would have caught that. I wholeheartedly believe he would have caught that ball. You know, and it's hard because it's like when I'm watching these receivers, I'm like, Deontay Thompson dropped a key, ball that would have gotten us a first down. I think Tavon, I personally thought it was a catch, but that was a load of crap. But you see what I mean? It's just like you can't function in this situation, especially if you personally feel that your quarterback's hindered by what team you put out on the football field. You know what you got to do as a head coach? You either have to scheme really well, or you have to be like, well, maybe we do need a receiver. Maybe we do need a tight end. Maybe this, that, and a third. And that is the problem that I have is just I don't want this to be the whole blame game 2.0 where it's like, oh, see, it's all this guy's fault, but we're not looking at Jason Garrett. Like, think about this. And I hate to keep going on. I'm about to head out. I have to go. But and I appreciate you, DJ, for letting me come on and talk to all these guys. Yes, but sir. On that fourth down, I know we're going to be talking about this. Listen, there are 10 minutes in overtime, right? You literally took off half the time in overtime. Odds are if you punt, you're not getting the ball back. So what's stopping you from going for it? You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, you get stopped at like the 35-yard line, you kick a field goal, and there's like 2 minutes left. Right. And odds are you either win the game or it ends in a tie. Or maybe it ends up as a touchdown. I don't know. But that's the problem I have is that I just don't think I don't think he understood what to do. Maybe we punt him deep, maybe we get the ball back, and then we can drive to for a field goal. You shouldn't be doing that. Play to win the game. I remember 2 years ago against the Eagles in overtime? We went in their 40-yard line, we went for it, we got it, and we drove down and won the game with the touchdown.
But Jason Witten, backdoor to Witten.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But the point I'm trying to get at is that
we went for it on fourth down.
We need to be that. Like, where is that aggressiveness? Conservative play calling doesn't get you to 10-6, 11-5, 15-1. No, it gets you 8-8, 9-7, and that is the problem I have.
That's true.
Remember with Goff? Look at what Jeff Fisher did to Jared Goff. He looked horrible. Looked like a bust. Sean McVay comes in. Oh my God, Jared Goff all of a sudden looks like an MVP candidate.
There you go, bro. And you go.
Listen, and hey, if you're not listen, for me, I know that Dak isn't he's not going to – I don't think he's going to be an elite – does he have potential? Sure. But that's the thing. Listen, you know that you're only going to get so far with him, and I think if you understand that, then you build off of that. And, am I expecting Dak to get Aaron Rodgers money? No, I think Jerry Jones is going to extend him, though. I really do think so. But at the end of the day, I don't care how – listen, you got to fix this offense. You have to get a number one receiver. You have or an option at receiving. You had to fix the offensive line, and you have to – it's broken. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm going to be talking in circles. It's just horrible. It's like we're saying the same stuff every week. But listen, man, I got to head out. I thank you guys for allowing me to come, more so DJ, for allowing me to come on and speak, man. Make sure those that are watching subscribe up to them because, they got some good content. I guess there's a new guy on here. Let me see.
Yep.
Oh, DC99. Okay.
Saw that. Yeah. Come back. We do it on Friday night, Space Cowboys. I hope you come on Friday.
Oh, no, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. If I can, yeah.
Yeah,
all right, man. Good talking to you guys.
All right, bro. It just seems like everybody agrees on things that are more important or like the the basis of this. It just was a lot of bad play calling at the wrong time. Like when Garrett needed to go for it, he didn't, and it was at. Oh, okay. I didn't get to ask Mike Marsh this. 4th and 1, bro. Do you think we should have went for it?
Okay, so here, you got to go back to I'm the asshole that's with Shango, the Dallas Cowboys show. I fast forwarded. I looked at his live stream, and at that time, and he was kind of with me that our offense hadn't done dick the whole fucking game. Our defense kept us in the game. Let's make those motherfuckers go on a 70-yard drive to beat us. Because here's the thing. You got to understand, our coach already knows that the Giants lost. Our coach already knows that the fucking Eagles lost. So a tie technically is better than a loss there. A, we can win. B, it could be a tie. And they got to go 70 yards instead of fucking 20 yards. Shitty play calling on 3rd and 1, and with our coaching staff being ignorant, we probably couldn't have done anything crazy to get the 4th and 1. Yes, all of us could have probably called immediate plays to get the first down on both of those downs. Because we like that. We watch the team. It's kind of like they try to outsmart their fucking selves. Like for a while there, last week they take Zeke out of the run game. So guess what? We go through the air. 4 catches over 80 yards. And this game, 7 for 30. Where was the deep balls for for Zeke? And this game, our tight ends, 5 for 5, 5 catches, 5 completions. We're burning their ass. Why did we quit going to our tight ends? If they really shut out our tight ends and they shut out Beasley and they're bringing up that safety, why aren't we going for the one-on-ones? Where the fuck is Bryce Butler to just randomly go deep? A, we can catch it. B, it's out of bounds or whatever. Or C, we get pass interference. The play calling has been trash. I like it. We pinned them deep on a 10. And it's easy to talk now that, hey, we all knew that Hopkins going to break 5 fucking tackles there. No one fucking, they're hitting the X and the circle button on Madden and on the, video games going around. No, it's easy to talk. It's easy to fucking talk about it now. Our defense kept us in that game. Our offense has been trash. The play calling was trash. I like making them drive to go the 70-plus yards. It just didn't work out, guys.
Wow. Nice way to act that out, bro. That was good. That was good.
Fourth quarter.
Go ahead, bro.
You mentioned earlier about how come none of the players would question Garrett or Linehan or anybody when they were bringing out the punt team,
right?
For 4th and 1. I think it's probably because it's not even worth it. It's like talking to a brick fucking wall because they don't know anything outside of, oh well, Jerry told me. It's like one of those situations.
That's
something
true.
like that.
That could be true. Yeah.
Garrett's a puppet.
It does make sense. It could have been pointless to bring it up. It could have been completely pointless. So I get it. That it could have been completely pointless to bring that up. So yeah, you're right. Who knows, bro? That's really a good point. And like I said, fall back to when my Cowboys family talk about how much room do they really give Dak Prescott? Because Romo would have told him, man, we going for this. Romo would have talked Lanahan into doing it. Like, nah, man, this like what? We going for this, and so you could be right. You could be right, man. That's a really good point there, bro. It just sucks, man. Overall, that loss actually hurt worse than the Seahawks loss did. Last night, it hurt really bad for me. Like, oh my God. And
I actually felt sick to my stomach. It was fucking disgusting.
Dude, it was so bad. Like
we did not in any way, shape, or form deserve to win that game. The Texans, they should have blew us the fuck out. And then when it goes into overtime and just watching, DeAndre Hopkins, like you said, Mosh, hitting the B button, doing all this fancy shit. It's like, oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. I was just so fucking disappointed. I was like, yep, here it is. We've seen this before.
Wow. Yeah, it was real depressing, real depressing. Okay. I'm gonna ask this question and I'm gonna get ready to close it out. Mike, first round 2019, what do you want?
That's a damn good question. Tyron Smith, that might be the way to go there.
The quarterback does need protection. So you're going with a left tackle?
Yeah, there's an elite one there. I mean, it worked out for us. I mean, Smith, Martin, Frederick, Collins. Collins played lights out. Remember, everybody thought, man, okay, we're going to hold J.J. Watt, but Clowney's going to be I thought La'el Collins did very well yesterday.
Yeah, he did pretty good. DC Fan 99, first round draft pick. What you want next year, man?
Receiver, wide receiver, no question. I mean, you have to get somebody who can, come in here and, help us move the chains. because what we got right now, I mean, the closest thing we have to a playmaker, like I said, is Tavon Austin, and he only makes like 2, maybe 3 plays a game. So yeah, we got to find a consistent receiver that's not a Dez Bryant, that won't give us a fucking headache. Oh, where's all my targets? And then next play fucking turns it over twice to the Seattle Seahawks. We just got to find someone who can, just move the chains for us and give Dak another option to throw to.
Okay. Dallas Cowboy football news. If you're available over there, who would you want in the first round, brother? If you're not stuffing your face with ice cream, you might.
No, I'm available. That freaking triple chocolate brownie from Dairy Queen was the shit. I don't, man. It's. I mean, look, it's hard to say right now. Because Tyron Smith can completely turn this shit around and be a pro in the Pro Bowl. One of these, Michael Gallup could turn it around and have 800 yards by the time we know it. There's still a lot of football to be played, but let the season. I'm going to let the season play out before I find needs. If I'm going to really say one, it's fucking quarterback.
Yeah, I just want you to say one. Okay. Okay. Well, for me, y'all know what I'm going to say. This is not even a debate for me. Quarterback. I need a QB in the first round. Working class Cowboy, what's up, man? I need a Q round, man.
Pocket passer. Looking for a gunslinger like Romo.
I'm not even gonna. I want a fucking gunslinger. I want a motherfucking somebody that. Man,
I want a risk taker. Somebody that can open up the offense and not be limited to fucking jet sweeps.
The Cowboys, big time quarterbacks, they interception to touchdown ratio is pretty close.
Sorry, I just interrupted and I forgot I was on mute. I was like, that guy just was a yard away from a pick 6. Fuck the Deadskins, yeah. I
see it. But the great quarterbacks are interception ratio is pretty close. Touchdown to interception ratio is pretty close because they take big risk. Big Ben has thrown so many interceptions, but Big Ben is also a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take risks down the field. This is a throwing league. This is a passing league nowadays. Yes, it's good to have a great running back, but this is a passing league. It's just the way it is now. That's why quarterbacks are getting the big checks. Guys that's constantly passing for 300 or 400 yards a game. It's a passing league, and that's just the way it's going to be. That's just the way it's going to be. The only reason in the Super Bowl that the passes weren't as crazy is because that number one gunslinger was hurt, and Carson Wentz. But before then, he was slinging and gunning all season long. It is a passing league. I'm telling you, that's just the way it is right now, man. And look at us. We're 2-3. It shows you. We try to get it done on the ground every game, and we try to do short passes, comeback routes, which is the coach's fault. Out routes and
is it though? Is it the coach's fault?
Comeback routes,
or is it the ability of Dak Prescott?
Well, I don't know, but wait though. You got him, so trust him. Give him a bomb. You got Bryce. Bryce is known for the big plays. Zeke and Prescott do it. That's what I'm saying. Because everything else he trying ain't working. It's falling his shit. Let's see, can he bomb it, man? Like, it's just the way the league works now. You know what I'm saying? It's cornerback versus receiver. That's why every time Jalen Ramsey, when they have a game, when there's a good cornerback and receiver, that game is the highest rated because everybody wanted to see Jalen against Gronk. He shot him down. Everybody wanted to see Jalen against Tyreek Hill. It was pretty good. Like, this is a passing game now, man. It's a passing game.
Okay,
that's why guys.
Let me interrupt if I'm allowed to. If it's a passing game, we're going to get the same shit because we got the same offensive coordinator, right?
True. That's true.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
not
nothing is
necessarily,
gonna change
because we had the
Jerry Hill
same
regardless.
we had the same offensive coordinator, but we had a different quarterback. T. Will had 8 touchdowns in 2014. Des Bryant had 16. You're not going to get the same result with the same quarterback. You're going to get a different result with a different gunslinging quarterback. Mark that down. With the back that we got in Zeke, they don't have to put 8 in. You know why they stacked 8 in the box? And it should be a complete spit in the face of Dak Prescott, because they know he cannot fucking. He only threw it deep 5 times last week against the Lions and completed fucking 2 of them.
Clowney said it last night. Clowney said it when the game was over. He said, he said we was gonna sit out to stop Zeke. Man, we'll let our cornerbacks go one-on-one with these ticky-tack receivers. We're gonna stop 21 because we don't
touchdown.
Because then
The touchdown. Shit, I'm sorry. The touchdown to Allen Hurns said it best. They sweeped they sweeped Austin. They fucking faked it to Zeke, and Allen Hurns was right open, right in the middle. They weren't even fucking looking at the wide receiver, or Dak Prescott.
Exactly, and it just clear as day. Like Connor said last night, they're gonna sell out to stop Zeke. We're gonna put 8 in the box, and we're gonna stop 21 because we know we stopped 2-1. We got a chance of a lot of incomplete passes and possibly some interceptions. And last night, I'm not saying who fault they were, but there were 2 interceptions. That's all I'm saying. And if everybody game plan with the Cowboys, that's how we ended up 9-7. You could talk about losing Sean Lee, Tyron Smith, and this and that person, Zeke, but they knew with the ball in Dak's hand, interception ratio through the roof. You could say how many was his fault, how many wasn't his fault. He was throwing to the same receivers that he threw to in 2016. But all of a sudden in 2017, he lose Zeke, and that interception number shoot through the roof. It's just the way it is.
Hey, fifth quarter. I know you about to end it, but could you be like a D-Town where you just keep it on because working class Cowboys wants to come in and maybe we'll bullshit another hour or so without you?
Oh yeah, I didn't see he wanted to come in. I didn't see his comment. Oh, there goes his comment. I didn't even see it. Yeah. I gotta definitely hear him. That's my boy, man. I gotta hear something from my boy. That's my boy there, man. Yeah, I didn't even see him want to come in. Hey, I sent you the link, man. But yeah, football news. And everybody trying to come on football news for switching up. But he clearly said, even game 1, he said this is a game-to-game basis. And after those games, he decided that, hey, it's just time to move on, man. It's just, and you can't fault the man because it's his opinion. If he feel like he's ready to move on from Prescott because Prescott, here's my thing, y'all. 5 games of the same thing. Of the 2 that we won, we barely won. They both was by field goals. And Brett Maher, Football News said it earlier, Brett Maher has had more points than Dak Prescott. I mean, that's not a winning recipe. That's not a winning recipe.
And I've been defending Prescott. I'm not trying to come out here and look like a Dak Prescott apologist. I will criticize the shit out of him. But I mean, if by some miracle, because we still have Jerry Jones and shit, if by some miracle all we need is a new quarterback, a new pocket passing quarterback, and that gives us a better chance of winning the Super Bowl, I will dump Prescott in a heartbeat. Because at the end of the day, I do not give a fuck who the quarterback is. I don't care if it's Mark Sanchez who does it. All I care about is winning another Super Bowl. I mean, point blank.
There you go. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you on that, bro. And that's how like I said, bro, that dude, it's just Football News, he always put the numbers out there. The only reason I'm done with him because you give me this in your 3rd year, which everybody said in your 2nd year, it only happened because you were missing a lot of pieces. Well, this year, you're not missing those pieces. One of the pieces that they said held you back was a receiver who's no longer there. And they gave you a new set of guys that you all said was going to be the new shit. And I'm still seeing the same inconsistencies. I'm still seeing the overthrows, underthrows, interceptions, running into sacks, the bad footwork. Like, how, I don't know. Working class Cowboy, what's going on, man?
Well, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, working class. 1 second. Now, let me explain, and I thank you for speaking for me, 5th quarter Cowboys, but let me tell you why
the Seattle game after the first quarter. The game wasn't even over. The first quarter, I stuck up for Romo, thick and thin. You know why I stuck up for Romo? Because Romo made fucking plays happen. Romo, there's a thing called talk to talk, walk to walk. And Romo, he didn't win the Super Bowl. He only has 3 playoff wins. But in the regular season, to even try to get to the playoffs, I mean, you look at the 8-8 records. Romo had 4,000 plus yards, right? You look at, I mean, you just look at with Romo, it was okay. This is do or die because I know what I can get out of Romo. And in 2014, I thought that was the goddamn year. In 2007, I thought that was the goddamn year. In 2009, I thought that was the goddamn year. And with Dak Prescott, I'm not going to defend a 30-year quarterback, starting quarterback that has 30, almost 40 games under his belt. And let me just break this down for you. Ready? 127 games. 100 out of Tony Romo, he has 13 200 or less yards a game. Dak Prescott, out of 35 games, has 11 200 or less yards per game. Dak Prescott, and that first quarter against Seattle, I had to be like, you know what? You can't stick up for that. You can't stick up for a loser. And that's what we're getting out of Dak Prescott. And I defended Dak. I mean, DJ and I, we had our fifth quarter Cowboys. We've had debates after debates after debates of Dak Prescott.
Oh, my God. Wars.
And I just can't stick up for a quarterback like Dak Prescott when if I'm talking, he has to walk. And that's exactly what Romo did, and Dak Prescott can't walk to walk.
It's crazy how it goes night and day. If we would have went for it on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 and we win the game, we're not even talking about this. And, we all know that Dak Prescott probably threw a lot of interceptions that did not happen, but the 4 that did happen were all catchable balls, to be honest. And it's so you could actually say he has no interceptions this fucking game. And they threw everything but the kitchen sink. They threw the kitchen sink at us too. A quarterback like Troy fucking Aikman, who is far superior than Dak, would have got killed last night. Dak Prescott not only made 1 Romo play, but 2 Romo plays last night. One of them was the low ball that Thompson, I believe, should have caught, and the other one that was caught. I'd like to see. I was like, well, there's Dak being Romo, and it's kind of like, man, we need to fucking call some plays and use his mobility. That's my 2 cents, and I think. Number 1, I think I'm only sticking up for him because guess what? It's my fucking quarterback, and there's nothing else I can do to fucking change it. So go fucking Dak, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna write this up. I'm gonna write it out.
Working class, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on tonight. I just saw y'all were on live, man. Want to jump on what we talking about tonight? Love you.
Well, first of all, I just want your overall assessment of the whole game as a whole. Not necessarily player, but as a whole, what did you think of the game?
Complete trash. I mean, as far as the offense goes, goes without saying. Hey, man, the defense is doing all like. I mean, they're trying to hold,
Is he choppy or is it just me?
It's him. He's choppy.
Damn. Y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Hey, what I was saying was, I almost feel bad for this damn defense, man.
Yeah.
These guys are killing themselves trying to keep this damn team afloat. And for whatever freaking reason, the offense ain't holding up their end of the bargain, man. I mean, it's a damn tragedy, to see a team that 2 years ago was so damn balanced as far as running the pass. The damn defense was playing well. I mean, in 2 years' time, man, it's just gone down the goddamn toilet, and it's like I don't even know who to blame for it. I mean, is there any blame for it? Is it Jerry Jones? Is it the damn coaching staff? Is it Dak? I mean, in Dak's defense last night, like Mike was saying, I did see him make some plays, man. You know, and I'll tell you, man, them interceptions were not his fault. Them freaking interceptions were not his fault. At least the one that bounced off. And I don't know if anybody notices this, and you guys might have brought this up already, but I don't know if you noticed the receivers are reverting back to body catching. They're all reverting back to doing this damn body catching crap where, you know, the ball's bouncing off their damn chest plate and getting picked off. You know what I mean? It's like we got a bunch of damn Terrence Williams on the damn team now that none of them catch with their damn hand. And just, guys, I honestly think as far as the game goes, defense played well, but not well enough. Gave up over 400 yards total. You know, the load every week. So, you know, get it like this, man. And I'll let somebody else go. Guys, I mean, I hear a lot of talk, I mean, especially today, but it's been going on since, you know, this season started about let's fire the coaching staff. Let's get rid of the quarterback. I mean, do y'all honestly think that's going to make a damn difference?
No, it ain't gonna
You're
change
choppy
shit.
again.
We can blow this team up, get rid of the whole coaching staff, get rid of all the bunch of. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, y'all think that would make any damn difference, man? Because I don't.
Nope.
Because I think the problem still remains. And I think y'all know what the damn problem is.
If it was the Roger Staubach days, in his older days, and we had Danny White on the bench, hell yes, but we don't have a Danny White. Like I said, a Cooper Rush or a Mike White, hell, I'm ready to put Kellen Moore back there before those two bums. That's just me, though. I think it would be a big mistake to take Dak out of here. I think there's more problems and issues to our team than Dak Prescott. I mean, we did give up 375 yards on defense. No one wants to call them out. 1 sack. No one wants to call them out. And, you know what I mean? Our tight ends caught 5 for 5. Why didn't we go to the tight ends more? I have no fucking idea. It's like, oh, yeah, Zeke can catch the long ball. What was that, 4 for over 80 last week, and now 7 for 30? It's like our coaches find something that works, and then they want to try to be overly tricky and just don't do it anymore. And the 90s Cowboys, we're going to run and play and run and play and run and play until you can fucking stop us. But now we don't want to try that.
They asked Jason Witten what he thought about the 4th and 1 punt. He said, with the flow of the game, I felt like you really need to go for it because that's the strength of their team. The running back and the offensive line. He was like, I was really surprised they didn't go for it. So there you go. Jason Witten. Exactly what you just were talking about, the running game. And Jason Witten said he was surprised they didn't go for it.
DJ, you know, man, here's how I look at it, man. And I don't know, maybe y'all might see it differently, but I took a hard look at this team, man, and look how young this team is. You know, look how freaking young they are. Do you really think these young guys can relate to 3 old-ass white guys who don't, you know, understand where they come from, don't really speak their language, they're old, their damn system's antiquated. I mean, these guys are still playing freaking late 90s, early 2000s football, you know, but guess what? It's 2018. That damn, this damn scheme, I just don't, it ain't working. The marriage is not working. We don't have a choice right now. We got to ride it out with number 4, good or bad, up and down. I mean, to me, it looks like we're headed for a 7-9, 8-8 damn season again this year, you know, which is par for the course under damn Jason Garrett. You know, you got to start somewhere. I mean, it's only week, we're going into week damn 6. I mean, you know, I know the season's not even half over yet, but fuck, it feels like it's already over. You know, I hope this damn team can right the ship. I hope this offense can figure it out. But, you know, shit, man, I don't know where to begin. I mean, you know, like you said, we could be stuck with this coaching staff again next year and be the same old shit. You know, we could get a new coaching staff and still have the same quarterback. Or not that shit will work. I'm frustrated, man.
Yeah, it's crazy just seeing Jason Witten say what he said. It's crazy. Like everybody on here pretty much was agreeing. You know, Mike Marsh said he you know them punting was cool and you know and that's cool. But like I say, at that moment I felt like we needed that more than we needed anything we ever done. We done that whole game, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm super tired. And it's a pretty busy day for me tomorrow, so I'm gonna get ready and wrap it up in a minute. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate everybody coming on here. Working class, I hate you came late, man. But it's all good.
It's all good, man. Appreciate you having me on for a couple.
You know how we do every Friday, though. You know, Fridays when we really go in on it.
Like I said, you got that option if you're on like a laptop to just let it run, and it'll run for like 5 hours.
Man, nah, man. When I shut it down, I shut everything down in here, man. My house be pitch black like Vampire Nation, man.
Yeah, D-Town would do his live streams, and I'd pretty much take over. And, yeah, we just keep him going. And if he come back, he come back. But if he didn't, it was all good. But thanks for having us here. Unfortunately, we don't like to be growing up. We don't like to be here when we lose. We like to be here when we win. And now it's like a must-win game to go to 500 against the Jaguars. So Kansas City showed that we can open it up and beat them, but will we open up the playbooks and will we throw those deep fucking balls? Didn't see them last night. I think, if we just got to let it rip and trust in Dak and trust in Tavon and trust in Gallup and trust in Hearns. And maybe I'm asking for a lot, but I really don't think so. And even if, like I think I heard an announcer last night, hey, man, you could also just get an incompletion. You could get the catch. You could get pass interference. So what the fuck do you got to lose, man? Just go for it, let it rip, and throw those deep balls, keep the defense honest, open up the run game, and so on and so on. We'll see what happens. Let's see if they watch that KC film. KC exposed the shit out of the fucking Jaguars, and we got to fucking our coaches got to get to work and open up the playbook full force, no holds barred. Let everybody go, let it rip, and let's get the fucking victory. Let's get back to 500.
Okay. DC fan 99. I appreciate you coming on, bro. I subscribe to your channel, man. I do a show every Friday called Freaky Friday. Hopefully you can come on Friday, man, and join us again.
Yeah, I'll let Football News know if I can make it or not. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you for inviting me on here.
Absolutely, man. Let the people in the chat know where they can find you at on YouTube.
Wait, there's a fucking chat?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that on this piece of shit app?
Yeah, there's a chat been going on the whole time.
He's live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube, bro.
I don't know how it work on the phone, but I'm on a computer. And normally when you find a chat, at least on a computer, you mute the volume on the chat, and you use this volume, but you're kind of over there. But that's on computer, not on phone. So good luck.
You didn't know we were live on YouTube?
No, you can. What you can do is you can minimize the Hangout screen, click on the YouTube, go to Fifth Quarter Cowboys, and you can follow the live chat through there.
Yeah, so Friday. Yeah, man. The chat be good, man. But anyway, I got 15 viewers right now, so let them know what your YouTube channel is.
He left the call.
Oh, okay. Football News, give it to him, bro.
Oh, you know where you can find me. You can find me right here on Fifth Quarter Cowboys channel on Monday and on Fridays. You can find me on the Roundtable on Saturdays. You can find me on Dallas Cowboys Scouting sometimes on Facebook. You can find me on DCF News 1 on Twitter. I'm everywhere. I'm like the wind.
Yeah.
I just typed in DC Fan 99. I think, is there any spaces in there?
Nah.
Okay, so they can DC Fan 99 go search him right now, and you can subscribe my boy up.
All right.
Appreciate it.
It's been your
DC
Dallas
Fan
Cowboys
99.
Football News. Hold on, I ain't even done.
Go ahead, bro.
Dallas Cowboy Football News on YouTube, Dallas Cowboy Football News on Facebook. It's been your Dallas Cowboy Football News. Cowboy Nation, rise up. Peace.
All right, DC Fan 99, let them know what your YouTube channel is.
What my YouTube channel is, like what it's about, or just what the name is?
Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
This your first time on my channel, so pretty much just give them an introduction of yourself and let them know the videos you do.
Dallas Cowboys shit plus memes, and that's about all there is to it.
Yeah, just go. I subscribe to him, y'all. So if y'all follow me, go follow him. He's a Cowboy fan. You can tell his passion is there. So hopefully we got us a new guy that go live with us from now on. And now he know there's a chat going on. Mike Myers,
You guys know what's up. Number one Dallas fan and motherfucking Jersey man. Django, the Dallas Cowboys show. Jersey for me. Mark Holmes, Jersey for me. TCDC, Jersey for me. J-Wad, D-Town. I could name off a zillion people. Jersey for me. But I'm a true diehard fan. You know, fuck the rest. We the best. All about America's team. Win, lose, tie, all that bullshit. We Dallas till we die. Bleeding that blue, white, and silver. You know what I'm saying? Mike Mosh like page on Facebook. Mike Mosh Twitter. South of Heaven 88 on YouTube. Cowboys Mosh on YouTube. Cowboys World Order CWO on YouTube. Why are those extra channels? Because, you know, flag hits. I'm in the TTC Trash Talk Circle. Got flagged down, so can't go live for a couple months. And that's why I use Cowboys Mosh and Cowboys World Order CWO. Go Cowboys, man. And let's pray that David Irving comes back and gives us an extra push on that defense and just bring us over the line. We can go on a win streak and a win streak and a win streak and get the ball rolling. And it'll be interesting the way 55 and 54, Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith are playing right now, that if all of a sudden Sean Lee comes back healthy and David Irving's on that defense, boom, we can easily I don't give a fuck if Jason Garrett takes over the quarterback position. We can easily go on a win streak if with those guys coming back, and it's going to be interesting. So let's go Cowboys. There's still a little bit of hope and faith in here. Just like Dallas Cowboy Football News said, it's still a long season. Our whole division sucks, and that's a good thing, I guess. It don't help us win, but it's a good thing that we're still breathing. We're not on life support yet.
The Saints.
And don't forget Space Cowboy 17 and Dallas Cowboy Fan 19 AD.
The Saints are beating the Redskins 40-13.
God damn.
So yeah.
The whole fourth quarter is still left.
And there's a whole fourth quarter still left. It's 40-13. So yeah, pretty much fifth quarter Cowboys on YouTube, man. Once again, I love everybody that come on here. I'll let this whole damn chat fill up if it's good. Y'all know I don't care. Freaky Fridays on Friday. You know, typically we try to do it at 7 p.m., but sometimes it's 7:30. Either way it go, that's when we really let it loose on Freaky Friday. We just let you say what the fuck. You say what the fuck you want to say every day, but Friday is really no holds barred on my channel. Freaky Fridays. We will be doing one this Friday as we get closer to the Jacksonville Jaguars game or the Fag Wars. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that came and supported the chat today, man. Shout out to everybody that watched the video. Cowboys for life, like South of Heaven 88 said. We out of here, y'all. Peace.